The trade deadline, the old Mike McCarthy joke. Oh, is that today? I thought that was next week. Holding true once again. Not since 2010 have the Packers acquired a player at or near the trade deadline. They didn't trade anybody away yesterday either. Edition. And what a amazing night at Buck and Honey's in Monona.
Hey, got a little shrimp sauce on your face yet. Figured it was a big boy night out there.
May have pulled a Jesse Nelson and taken some extras home. Now I'll explain momentarily. There was, I would say, attendance could have been better, but again, that doesn't mean anything about your ability to come on our trip with Colette. I'll explain coming up. Edition of Wilde and Tausch. On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jason Wilde, back in Green Bay after spending yesterday at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. That is where Jesse Nelson is. And for the second consecutive day, so is the Packers Hall of Famer, except without me annoying him across from the table.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
It is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
Happy birthday, Jesse. This is your birthday present. Oh, boy, old team coming into the Everlight Solar studio to celebrate with my guy. 33 years young, right?
34.
Ooh, you're getting old.
Giannis.
Getting old.
Getting up there. Yeah.
No refunds, no exchanges on that gift.
What are you going to... tell me about your birthday.
Well,
did you go to Buck and Honey's last night?
We went out last night. We did not make it over to Buck and Honey's, which it sounds like we were in the majority. I can't wait to hear.
Okay.
We did go out last night. We had a little fun. Working Badger volleyball tonight. Big one against Minnesota.
See, you got that shirt on.
So, Becca did give me this morning.
Good-looking shirt.
Brand new Wisconsin volleyball shirt.
Talk into the microphone.
So got some merch. Well, I had to step back to make sure everyone could see on the video stream.
Right.
So we had a nice little. She went out and got some coffee, a little breakfast this morning that we had at home.
What a gal.
It was very nice of her. Yeah.
What a gal.
Nice day so far. So gonna be a fun one. Loaded day today.
Is your mama and daddy a trip to Las Vegas, or are they going to be around town?
They are not in Vegas. They are going to come up tomorrow night and hang out. So it's kind of a week. Honestly, it turned into like
a week-long celebration.
It turned into a week-long. We went out last night. We're stuff going on today. Tomorrow my parents are coming up, and then I actually have a friend coming up this weekend.
Where are we going to dinner tomorrow night?
I think we're gonna eat at home. We might pick some stuff up and bring it home. I do a little.
Okay, what time should we be over?
6.
Or am I still
6, 7?
Am I banned from coming over to the house yet, or has that been waived?
No, you can come over anytime.
Can we play Canyon afterwards?
Absolutely, we
All
can.
right, I'm in.
Yeah, look,
I'll be there.
Big party tomorrow.
What are we
night.
making?
Chicken. I think we're gonna have a chicken.
Piccata?
What would you like?
Chicken piccata.
What would get
great.
you?
I love capers on chicken piccata, and Buck and Honey's does a great chicken piccata. Just was at a wedding where Buck and Honey's catered, and they had the chicken piccata. And I'm telling you, I think capers might be the most underrated accoutrement on a food. I just think they are fantastic. They add a lot to a dish. Capers.
Underrated coach in
Not down
Packers
capers.
history, too.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Fire capers. So, Jason, how was you were here all day yesterday just grinding. You logged. I was laughing because we had meetings after our show yesterday, you and I, and then obviously you had your big to-do out at Buck and Honey's. I went over, watched practice. Logging some log days, my friend. So give us the laydown. What do we got? How did it go?
Give us the laydown.
Yeah, tell us how it all went.
So, couple things. First of all, I ended up crying at Buck and Honey's.
You got emotional?
I did. I'll explain in a moment. Now, we have been talking about this trip that we are taking to England, Scotland, and Wales for quite a while with Colette.
We have nervous that you're crying because once you said that, I'm thinking, should we have brought this up?
No, you definitely should have. I was gonna. Okay. I actually told Jesse I've got the open, and then we talked about his birthday. So, I would say that I was hoping there would be more people there in person, but that was not necessarily indicative of the level of interest. So I appreciate everyone who has texted travel to the Carbless Talking text line, the word travel, 844-770-3776. We do have people who are already signed up. They are in. Among the smaller than I'd hoped, but still appreciative number of folks that were at Buck and Honey's was our friend Dan Kelly, retired from AmFam. He and Lena might be making the trip there. That he was there. He's been to London twice. I got very firm answers. I know you have a couple of buddies that are interested. There are built-in free time days that if they want to play golf, that can be facilitated.
Count Jern in for sure. You might as well book him. If he can golf, he's in.
Nice.
So we have until January to actually get a final number. So the best thing about it being a small gathering at Buck and Honey's, which, by the way, I pulled into the parking lot at their Monona location, and it was jammed. And I was like, oh, my gosh, how many people are here? The parking lot was not an accurate indicator of the number of people that were there.
You got to fight for your right to park over there now. Like you get there during busy times. I've had battles with people going to the same party at Buck and Honey's Monona where I've jostled in there and then they got mad at me about taking their parking spot.
Yeah, it's great. We obviously love Tommy and everybody at Buck and Honey's, and I appreciate that. The fact that there were fewer people than maybe I had hoped meant there was more firecracker shrimp, and then they've got these bacon wrapped dates.
Yeah,
have you had these before?
They're so good. Guess where that bacon's from?
Jones Dairy Farm.
You know that's right.
And they slather a little bit of grassland butter on their bread while they're there as well. So here's what happened. So DJ in the Saw lives in Wausau. His wife works at Edgewood College. And he was one of the handful of folks that, they made the trip down from Wausau to come to the meeting. I told him you could have just watched virtually. We had a link for that. But I could not have been more appreciative of him and Shirley. I'm one time meeting someone, I think his wife's name is Shirley.
Surely you are serious.
Surely I'm not sure. Yeah, I could be wrong. So DJ, I apologize. And I'm not going to get emotional again, I promise.
Just get emotional.
No, I did it once already.
Feel your feelings, man.
What is he getting emotional about?
Yeah, I think I know.
I don't want to get. I don't want to put too much of DJ's story on the street, but he was going through a difficult time several years ago. It was before he'd met his wife. They were fantastic. I mean, it was just her sister is a lawyer in London. They would listen together. She doesn't know anything about football. They would listen via YouTube, and he would share his screen with her, and she was living in Ghana at the time that they were sharing screens. So, as I said, we're huge in Ghana. But he went through a difficult period, and he said that we were the ones that helped him come out on the other side. And you've probably heard me say on this show, look, Dr. Dave Margolis, my good friend at Children's Wisconsin, is helping kids fight childhood cancer and overcome it. We're not doing that. We're talking about Halloween candy and football on here. But to hear him talk about how much we meant to him during that time, and we talked about this after COVID, there were a lot of folks that really, we understand our place in the universe here on this program, but for someone to have gone through a difficult time and having leaned on us for 3 hours a day to help them through that, it is incredibly humbling, and I'm a crier by nature. So while I was not crying about the turnout, I was crying about what DJ told me. I can't be, for all the dwellers in the YouTube comments who maybe don't like the direction of the show at times, totally understand. You're welcome to your opinion, but it is pretty humbling to hear how much you help someone. And the fact that his wife joked about how she doesn't have much interest in American football, but she loves the nonsense that we generate, and she laughs every time she listens. That was pretty awesome too.
Unless you and I are in person.
Well, then the show sucks, and they should just turn it off.
That's awesome. That's cool, and it is a. I do think we obviously go about our business on a day-to-day basis, but it is very touching when you hear stories like that. It means a lot to, I know, both you and to me.
So, again, you can go to ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com if you're interested.
I'm not sure that was the time for the plug. I'm not sure that was the time for that plug, but I know this. It is time for the Pella Windows and Doors plug.
Much better.
When it comes to your home, the smart play is to trust Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. This month, you can score a whole house of new energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and you have zero interest for up to 72 months. That is like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to the incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping all of those drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
We will get to the trade deadline and the busy nature for some teams. Not for this team. We'll talk about it next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
Well, no action at Tuesday's trade deadline in the NFL, but the Packers still in first place of the NFC North at 5-2-1 following last weekend's loss to the Carolina Panthers. As the Packers get ready to host the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football, head coach Matt LaFleur says there's still a lot of football left to be played.
The reality is we're 5-2-1 with 10 games remaining and everything right out in front of us. So that's the mindset, that's the approach, and that's what we're going to do.
Despite two bad losses so far this season, the Packers still 2.5-point favorites Monday night at Lambeau Field. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
After shooting a season-low 28% from three, the Bucks have now dropped 2 out of their last 3 games after losing to the Toronto Raptors by a score of 128-100 on Tuesday night. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 22 points, while Kyle Kuzma also added 18 off the bench. Here's what head coach Doc Rivers had to say after the loss.
Yeah, we did from their end. We just didn't have it tonight. You know, you could see it early. Thought we could play through it. Never did. We were late on everything. I thought their energy, their quickness, their physicality took us out of the game. So give them credit. I thought they were very well prepared.
The Bucks will enjoy 2 days off before starting a 2-game homestand against the Bulls on Friday night.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Aren't you sick and tired of restaurant inflation? It's so expensive to dine out, but not at the super affordable Mind Chef restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure here. The Wednesday and Friday all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry is $7.99. Say what? That's right, $7.99. Or you can build your own big burger or chicken sandwich platter today for under $10. Kids and grandkids 5 and under eat free Sunday through Thursday from the kids menu. They can safely play in that huge game room quietly tucked away from the dining area. They have fun upstairs and you enjoy the rest of your meal downstairs. Go out for lunch or dinner today for under $10. Desserts are always buy one, get one free. The Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and right near the EAA in Oshkosh. Just walk in today for your Wednesday all-you-can-eat beer-battered haddock fish fry for $7.99. Serving from 11 a.m., so get there early. Every Thursday, buy one pizza, get one free. MineShaftRestaurant.com.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Yesterday was the NFL trade deadline. Two teams that will meet on Monday night took opposite approaches as that deadline approached. The Philadelphia Eagles acquired 2 corners, one of them being Jair Alexander, the other Michael Carter II, and then went out and got, giving up a 3rd-round pick, an additional pass rusher from the Miami Dolphins. The Green Bay Packers
picked up Micah Parsons before the season started.
Indeed they did.
They got 7 or 8 more games of play.
Indeed. They did not add any sort of corner help. They did not add tight end help via trade. They did sign 2 guys to the practice squad and promote Josh Wilde from the practice squad.
Is he a veteran? The Wilde guy?
Or is he a Wiley veteran? I think I also mispronounced his name there.
Can we use the line, while you were talking Castles last night, the Packers added Castles to the roster?
You can. I don't know how good it's going to go.
You can, but we already knew he had worked out, and we already had that information earlier in the day. But, yeah, that's fine.
I can't imagine. So I'm not going to speak for Packer fans. I can't imagine we're irritated about this. Like, I think had there been a corner that Goody liked, I think he would have maybe went. He wasn't going to give up. When you give up those first, he's not giving up a 2nd or 3rd round pick for anybody. Like, he's just not going to. He put his chips on the table to go get Micah Blanken Parsons, and it was the right move. No
lies detected yet.
So I'd rather have you go and really get a guy for basically the same price as Quinnen Williams. And Quinnen Williams is a nice player. I wanted the Packers to draft him for how many years ago it was. He was a disruptor for the Crimson Tide.
He's good.
This is the balance you have. And could Green Bay use another corner? They picked up Hobbs in the offseason. That was their pickup. And it hasn't worked to this point. Now, you could say it's his injury. That's what his agent said basically yesterday. We'll see. He has not been productive. And Brian Gutekunst, for as much as I said, you know what, they addressed their big issues they felt. They knew Jair wasn't coming back. They replaced him. Jair wasn't going to play. I don't know how he's going to do in Philadelphia, but it's been a disaster with the Ravens. That's why they dumped him. Brian Gutekunst, Micah Parsons, it swipes all of the negative, in my opinion, for what he did. But both of his pickups, his big money pickups this offseason, they have not been what he had hoped. And I think he would tell you that over a Coors Light. So this trade deadline, you knew Goody had kind of done what he was going to do. They, I'm sure, would have loved to pulled somebody for a conditional 6th or 7th if that was the case. Would we be that excited about that player? Probably not. So I unlike most of these trade deadlines where Packer fans are clamoring, I didn't hear the same amount of clanking And maybe I'm just maybe my ears aren't turned on to it, but I don't think Packer fans are that upset that we stood pat with this football team. I don't. Am I wrong?
I did not hear from any angry Packers fans. We do have the Carbless Talk and text line, though, where you can certainly give your opinion and either agree with Tausch or push back and say, no, I'm mad that we didn't add David Njoku to augment the tight ends, and instead we are building castles on the practice squad. But look, you shot your shot. You did not throw away your shot on Micah Parsons. I thought they were more likely, and I don't want to call it a concern, Tausch, but my thought was they could go the other way, and I thought maybe Goody would be desirous of augmenting his draft class for next year. I thought maybe he would move Rashawn Gary in his contract and try and get like a second or a third round pick for him.
Oh, boy. That would not go
And that
well
would have felt like the Josh Hader trade. Not to the same degree,
sure.
but certainly that's not a complete apples to apples.
I wonder if Lucas Van Ness was healthy and being uber productive, if that was going to be on the table.
Yeah, maybe. Right? Whatever. Insert whoever you want. That was the thought that I had was if I was going to be shocked yesterday, it was going to be that kind of a trade.
Sure, I'll buy that.
I never expected them to go and spend. I don't know what Njoku would have been the cost of. Alante Taylor, the corner for New Orleans.
Does that
was
tell
out there.
you, Jason, that they believe in Musgrave? Or does that tell you the price was too steep for these guys?
Yeah, I don't think. I think they believe that Musgrave. I posted one of my favorite scenes from Moneyball this morning. I do believe that they think they can recreate Tucker Kraft in the aggregate. Like, you are not going to replace Tucker Kraft, period, Finn. He is one of the best tight ends in football. They are, in my opinion, a Super Bowl contender if he is healthy. Now, I don't believe that they are, but I'm open to being proven wrong. But all that talk about, all these weapons, and, yeah, we want to feature Tucker, but we still want to keep everyone else involved. Well, now, you've got Wicks expected to play this week. You've got Reed starting to catch balls off the jugs machine and working his way back from the broken collarbone. Musgrave is not the same player as Tucker Kraft. We all know that. Is he going to be able to do the blocking part of his job that Tucker Kraft could? No, I don't think he can.
No, he will not.
Can John Fitzpatrick do that? Sure. If Chipotle Ben was still there, he could try to do that too, but they don't have the pass-catching part. That's what makes Tucker Kraft so special. He has all the qualities that you want in a tight end in one guy.
Yep.
So you can't replace that guy. So if Matt LaFleur is as creative offensively as he has been at different times, and this is a significant challenge for him, he just went from saying after the Pittsburgh game, we'd be crazy not to, when he was asked if you could build your passing game around a tight end like Tucker Kraft. Now you got to figure out how you're going to make your passing game productive against a bunch of two-shell defenses that are giving up stuff underneath. You don't have a guy that's as good at yards after the catch as Tucker Kraft either. That's one of the ways that you beat that kind of coverage, is that he catches the ball underneath, he runs over a couple of dudes, and he gets a bunch of yak.
And Jason, one of the things, and this is where, when we picked up Jimmy Graham and then we went Martellus Bennett, we went through all of that. Jared Cook was pretty good at it. One of the big things that just drove me nuts was our tight ends catching 2-yard out patterns and getting tackled immediately. Mm-hmm. It was just, ugh. Right? Tucker's been such a breath of fresh air on all of that, then just his physical presence and what he did and the attitude he brought. That is not going to get replaced. Musgrave can do the seam routes. I think he can stretch a field. He may be more athletic than Tucker. He's not a better overall player, but it is going to be interesting to see what Matt LaFleur – this is where Matt LaFleur needs to cook. He needs to figure that part of this out. Mm-hmm. And the balancing part's going to be how many wideouts do you want to use? How often do you want to go two tights, which they did a lot more of this year? Or how are they going to approach that and mixing and matching all those different personnel groupings and then finding something that is really working? Do you stick with that? He has a lot of adjusting he needs to do, and he needs to do it quickly because this is a big game Monday night for the psyche of this football team. Just like I thought the opener was huge. Huge. Because of all of the ramifications that if you lose to Detroit again at home, it would have sent, I think, a lot of fans and everybody, here we go again. Now, on the flip side, it ended up turning everybody into Steve the Homer True saying the division's over. And, me proclaiming this defense to not quite be the 85 Bears, but, boy, they could. And we saw all of that. This weekend, this Monday night game, I do believe, is going to tell the narrative of the second half of this football season for this team.
No, I think you're right. I am to your point about Matt LaFleur needing to cook. I want to see what he does.
Where's Jared Cook? Is he still available? Can we get him?
I think he's eating at a local wing place.
I really wanted Jaron Waller on a 7th-round conditional. He's on IR. He'd be back at week 13 or 14, according to Big Cat. I think that would have been a sexy...
Big Cat, like Josh DiMaggio? Or
Josh DiMaggio.
I never know which cat you're talking about.
There are multiple big cats in our universe.
Well, Andres Galarraga is the original.
There's 3 big cats.
OC. Yeah. He's the OC.
Great RBI3 baseball player. I mean, that Expos team in the mid-'90s. Oh, baby! I could name names on top of names on that group if you want to play that game. You want to play?
Not right now.
I do.
When
It's
it gets
fun.
to Brian
I love that
Bulaga.
game.
I don't want to play.
But that would have been something. I don't know what Miami was doing. I thought they would have unloaded more than what they did, but without a GM, maybe that was part of the deal. But if you're going to take a flyer on somebody, Waller would have been the guy because I know Goody obviously has wanted him. He's retired. He's come back. That would have been a nice ad, but I think he would have probably brought similar traits to what Musgrave is because I don't think he's probably all that interested in blocking at this point in his career either.
So, Romeo Doubs has been productive.
Did you hear his quote? When I joined KBN yesterday, did you hear that quote, Romeo?
So I was in the locker room. I was talking to somebody else. I saw it in
Irish
the transcript.
Was the Irish kicker back, or who did you talk to?
Rudy Ford.
Fordster.
I did not see him say. I was not there at his locker when he said it. Again, he's a different guy, and in the locker room, he does not enjoy.
He's an even-keeled fella.
He does not enjoy conversations with us necessarily. When I talk to him one-on-one, he's friendly. It's just, for whatever reason, I think what he was trying to say, obviously, it did not sound, if you listen to it, it sounds like Tucker Kraft has gone to the great beyond. I understand. I don't think that was his intent. I think he just... Again,
he misses his friend.
I'm gonna defend Romeo on this one. I think, and I don't love the fact that people have been making wisecracks about it. I saw that it went kind of viral from, I don't know if it was awful announcing or where it came from. But be that as it may, he has been productive. Watson is back. We've been clamoring for Golden to get more opportunities. Well, there are more opportunities now to be had if his shoulder is fine.
Is he going to be? I was just going to ask. Is he going to be good this week?
Yeah, I was told he is day to day, not week to week.
Let's go.
Same with Aaron Banks, who they definitely need to not only play but play well against the Eagles front. There is also, LaFleur said that there is hope that both LVN and Dontavion Wicks will be back. As I mentioned, Reed is starting to catch balls. He's around the facility. He's been in all the meetings. He will be back at some point.
So he's in a better place than where he was.
Some might say.
Okay.
My point is that you are not better off without Tucker Kraft. Only an imbecile would suggest that, and I don't think I'm that. What I do think is they've still got a lot of pieces, and if Matt LaFleur can figure out a way to move those pieces around more effectively than they have with their inconsistent offense to this point, I don't think it will be as tragic as maybe we think. But it's a big hurdle to overcome. And we will see if Matt LaFleur rises to that occasion and if the Packers on offense do as well. We got to get to Brian Bulaga, but we can't do that until Tausch tells us about Tito's.
Tito's handmade vodka. It's always my go-to. Doesn't matter if it's morning, afternoon, night. If I'm celebrating Jesse's birthday, if I'm out with the boys after a big Packers win, or if I'm all irritated after a tough loss on a Sunday, it's always going to be Tito's in my glass. And they're not just Tito's isn't just about great drinks. They also give back in the community in a big way, partnering with nonprofits all across the country, and especially for our four-legged friends. So the next time you're raising a glass, make it with Tito's handmade vodka, distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc. in Austin, Texas, and it is crafted to be savored responsibly.
The great Brian Bulaga joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tausch here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and zero interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine Specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com. Sign up and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the plays sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Are you sick and tired of sad, skimpy, frozen pizzas that lack toppings and flavor? Problem solved. Screamin' Sicilian brings the party to pizza with mountains of whole milk mozzarella, premium meats, and veggies stacked to the sky. No tweaks necessary. Just tons of toppings and amazing flavor. Just bake it, bite it, and let it rip. Mamma mia! Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian. Toppings piled high, screaming loud, always delicious.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Injuries happen, But you don't have to play in pain or stay on the sidelines. Whether it's your kids dealing with a sports injury, college athletes, or the rest of us weekend warriors, the experts at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin will quickly diagnose your problem, lay out a treatment plan that works for you, and get you back in the game. They fixed my knee. My mother-in-law is back on the dance floor with a new hip. These are the experts you can trust. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Time for the man, the myth, the legend, the Florida farmer. Have you got an update on any sort of crops that have been planted at the Bulaga family farm?
No, but I saw Micah Hyde got that same award down in Iowa this year. So a couple Packer greats being great farmers for the Iowa community, too.
I assume Mike Daniels is next, and then Lucas Van Ness, Abdul Hodge. What else am I missing from Iowa?
Aaron Campman.
Campy, yeah, there you go. There's another one.
Boy, we love Iowa, don't we, here at
love us
University of Green Bay Packers.
Kirk Ferentz. We also love this guy. It is Brian Bulaga on Wilde and Tausch. Brian, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. Were you disappointed in the trade deadline? Were you hoping that they could get both Bonds and Griffey and not have to give up all that much?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't expecting anything much after what they did to get Parsons. Let's just be real. I wasn't expecting too much. I mean, I know there was a lot of chatter about the back out of Miami. I think there was a lot of talk about that, right? I think that was something that was late going on yesterday. But my question is, what would be with all that chatter, where's he going to fit into that equation?
Blue, don't you think if there was going to be a move, it had to be DB yesterday, right?
Yes.
You're not going to replace Tucker. You're going to give Musgrave the opportunity. It had to be DB. And Jason said this on the show yesterday. We're getting very close to having to have Bo Melton play 60 snaps of football as a DB.
Yeah. Yes. We're extremely close to that point in time right now. And he almost played how many snaps at wide receiver the other day?
He's playing a handful of those too.
He's the Deion Sanders and the Travis Hunter of the G&G.
Yeah, hopefully he stays healthy.
So, that's my thing. He's going to be playing corner, and he's playing a lot of snaps at wide receiver. So, if they were going to make a move, it was going to be a DB. It didn't happen. I guess there's still talk, Jason, maybe you know more about this, about Asante Samuel Jr. He was in L.A. with me for a year. He was a rookie. He's a good player. I just don't know what's going on with his back. Obviously, I don't know the whole situation with that. He had a fusion. I don't know the ins and outs of that. But, yeah, I think no moves is kind of what I expected at the deadline. To be honest with you, I didn't expect much.
So the story from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler was that after undergoing spinal fusion surgery in April.
That doesn't sound good.
He has been cleared for football activities and plans to make free agency visits soon. Matt Schneidman of The Athletic reported that the Packers have shown some interest in him. But again, and you guys are the ones that played in the league. Spinal fusion surgery sounds like something that I would be leery of expecting him to walk in and be able to help you immediately, right? Fair? Whether or not, whether I don't know what they're going to do there, but a guy that's a former second-round pick who has NFL bloodlines, if he's available, am I going to inquire? Am I going to bring him in and have my doctors look at him and see? Of course, especially when you're where they are at corner. And by the way, they also lost Micah Robinson, their 7th-round pick, off their practice squad. Remember the Titans traded one of their corners, and then they raided the Packers practice squad and took Robinson, a guy who's been up and down on the active roster. So that's one less option they have at corner right now.
Yep.
Kind of like losing Chipotle Ben and keeping Lucas Havrasik to not kick, and now Chipotle Ben is with the Vikings when they need tight end help. So those are the risks, right? And I'm not saying Ben Sims is the second coming of Tucker Kraft, and I'm not saying that, Micah Robinson is Patrick Surtain, but you need help at those positions. And there wasn't a lot of inexpensive help to be had at the trade deadline. If you wanted to trade away 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, give up your 28 and 29 first-round picks to get him, he was available, it turned out.
Yes. And then Green Bay wouldn't be having a pick until, 2030?
2030.
Until that point in time. So I don't think they were willing to go there. And listen, I get it. I have no idea where the fusion was. I have no idea. I hear spinal fusion, I think of Tiger Woods immediately, right? That's the first thing I think of, and obviously that's a way different sport. But that's the first thing I think of. So, they may bring him in and check him out and see what the deal is. And listen, I knew he was. The only thing I know about him as a player is that he was pretty good, in his time there when he was playing with the Chargers. He was very active in the secondary. He was good. He was good on the ball. He had good hands. He showed a lot of promise as a young player, and then obviously the injury, and that is what it is. So I don't know anything about the recovery from that injury and all that. So that's way out of my.
Well, you're
my
a farmer,
depth.
not a doctor.
So, Blue, the question I have is Asante Samuel aside, and now that is going to be the only road that this team can go down to bring anyone in to help solidify that secondary, especially with Hobbs being injured. But how big of a blow, and did it change your mentality on if this was a championship team when the news came that Tucker Kraft's ACL was ruptured?
It is a well, let's just say this: losing him. So you look at an offense and you look at the most important piece. Obviously, is the quarterback, right? That is the
besides right tackle.
Central. Yeah, besides the right tackle, that's the most important spot. Then the next and most important spot is the quarterback. You look at the biggest pieces of this puzzle. It's the quarterback, and you look around the offense, Jacobs, you could say. But you're really looking at it, and it's been Tucker Kraft, right? He's been the biggest part of this offense, and you remove him from this equation now, and you look at the production that he's given this offense, and I guess I'd have to look at the exact number and the exact receptions and all that, and kind of what you can't quantify blocking and attention from DBs and safeties, but you would have to say, percentage-wise, how much he equates to the offense, and it's a bunch. You would have to say 30% of the offense runs through Tucker Kraft, maybe a little bit more. And you now remove that. You remove that from the equation. Now you have to figure out, how are we going to fill that void? Who is going to fill that void? And that's a big issue to solve, right? And we could say, now more guys can get targets, right? Mm-hmm. Now we have more guys to figure out to get. But it's not that simple, right? As Tucker Kraft was from the tight end position, can do wide receiver type things from the tight end position, which is so unique. It's not, you can't put wide receivers in the tight end position and expect them to do the same thing. It's just not. It doesn't work that way.
Can't even put Musgrave in the tight end position and expect him to do the same things.
Yeah, and he's great blocking in line. That's something that you can't replace that. So now we thought this was a big 21 or a 12 team. We're going to see a lot of 12, personnel. That's out the window now. Now you can't do that anymore. That's something that we're not going to see much of anymore. See a lot of 11 these days. Get used to 11 personnel. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to see a bunch of. So do I think that this impacts them? as a championship contender. Like, you're going to have to see how Matt kind of like evolves this offense now that Kraft is gone. How is he going to change things up? Because you just can't say, all right, we're going to do the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be the same. Just plug in Musgraves and it's going to be the exact same. No, you can't do that.
So, Blue, what would you
can't do that.
What would you advise? Because you talked to us last year about the duo blocking and working with Josh Jacobs, and maybe that limited some of the play action. Musgrave has shown that he's a seam guy. He's a really good athlete. I don't want him blocking a ton. I'm not asking him to block 7 and 9 techniques, and that's not where I want to have him live. What would you say? Like, what would you advise Matt LaFleur, especially for this first week? You know, different personnel groupings. How would you handle it if you were advising LaFleur on this?
Well, first of all, as you know, in duo, the tight end is one-on-one. The tight end is going to have to be one-on-one and have to man block on a defensive end, because the front side of that play, or back wherever he's going to be, that tackle and guard are double teaming.
Yep.
So that tight end is going to be one-on-one with a defensive end.
So you think that limits? You think that's going to limit, unless it's going to be who would they throw out there, Jason? Who's the other guy? Not Montgomery.
John Fitzpatrick.
Is he a good? How is he at that? It's going to limit what you can do. We don't have Tucker's good. That would be a place where maybe you'd go pick up Mercedes Lewis like Denver just did. Bring him back to let you run duos.
Yeah. Well, to me, it would be this may force your hand a little bit to start just going, hey, we got to go more inside zone.
I like that. Under center, let's go.
Yes. And let the tackles true double team with that tight end. So the tackles can help double team with the tight end to secure blocks to climb to the second level, which then forces the hand a little bit, which then you maybe could see more true play action from it. Because the last thing you want, right, is to put Musgraves on islands against these defensive ends. Like, you just don't want to do that. Like, that's not the way to start this Musgrave only tight end era out is just leave him out there against defensive ends one-on-one and run blocking. Like, that to me is just not the way to start building his confidence. Like, that to me is not the way to do it, right? Like, Tucker Kraft was totally fine with it. Let him go do that. He was good at it, very good at it. He could block any defensive end. It felt good with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you allow Musgrave to double team with tackles, I feel just fine with that.
Sure.
Let him combo block with the tackles and climb outside zone, inside zone. Maybe that is a way to get this run game going a little bit more with a tight end that isn't as good run blocking. That's a way to shore things up a little bit.
All right, Blue, I want to start talking about the offensive line coming up next, because there's a lot of ground to cover there. Including how a guy that we all think extremely highly of in Elton Jenkins, say what you want about Josh Myers, and Lord knows you have.
That Blue ran Myers right out of town.
Oh, no. Then he went and talked to the team,
and
joking. He gave a big boost of confidence. He said everything.
I'm joking.
I know.
Man, I thought that was like 2 years ago, and I thought last year.
Actually, you did give him major props last year. 2 years ago, you crushed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I may.
I didn't think he played great.
Hey, you brought it up, Jason. We didn't.
I know, and then I got interrupted.
Well, but you brought it up.
Right, and my point was going to be, for whatever criticisms he may have received from Brian Bulaga and others, and whatever praise he might have received from Brian Bulaga and others, you didn't see a lot of free runners when he was making the declarations. And there does appear to be some challenges there so far this season. We'll talk about that when we get to tackle talk with Brian Bulaga. But first, Tausch needs to tell us not about how America needs farmers, about how you need American Family Insurance.
And hey, Badger fans, it is back. We're the holiday season, and my wife Sarah and I, we have teamed up with American Family Insurance to raise funds towards American Family Children's Hospital through a virtual toy drive. All donations will go towards therapeutic supplies and toys that will help thousands of children and families across the country. Plus, This is the beautiful part. American Family Insurance, everything they do out in the community. They will match every dollar donated all the way up to $50,000. We've done this now. This is our third or fourth year. We've always hit our $50,000 goal. We need to do it again this year. Gets you $100,000 to the Children's Hospital. We need your help. Visit amfamkids.org to donate today.
More with Brian Bulaga next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply as 11/30/2025.
Hey football fans, get ready for kickoff with homemade party must-haves this week at Sendik's. Start with delicious dips, guacamole, pico de gallo, potato chips, and popcorn. Score big with over 20 varieties of homemade sausage and gourmet burgers. Then, stop by Sendik's Deli for homemade salads, side dishes, and even pinza pizzas. All made from scratch every day. Sendik's, your trusted local grocer.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family. They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family. Caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Continuing with Brian Bulaga, I am being told that one of my favorite famous friends, Dan Orlovsky, said something interesting to another of my favorite famous friends, Pat McAfee.
Oh.
And that we have the audio of that.
Is this the guy that sings this song? Is he the one coming to Lambeau this spring?
No. We cover this ground fairly frequently.
Not everybody listens every day.
AC/DC?
Right, and apparently neither do you. This is Chris Young and Kane Brown.
Yeah, it's a great song. I like it.
Okay.
I was hoping it was up at Lambeau. It's decision-making if I'm going to go get tickets or not.
I will see what Chris Brown, very different artist. We'll see what Chris Young's touring schedule is. AC/DC at Camp Randall and Luke Combs
Blue, is Iowa doing a bunch of concerts at their field?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, which are the Farmer of the Year there?
They're still selling out.
They still... Yeah. That's a low blow, Jesse. That is a low blow. It's fair.
Very well played.
It is very fair, by the way, but it's a low blow.
Yeah. I am not aware of any concerts at Kinnick at this current stage. No, I'm not sure.
Okay, if I may, here is what
Blue. How many 100 grand bars did you get over trick or treat? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Tausch would like those if you could ship them to him.
Those are the kids. We got to keep them away because, if not, the kids will wake up early in the morning, come downstairs, grab them, go back up to their rooms early in the morning, and hide them and then eat them at night. It's very.
Oh, it's a situation.
Plan. That's a cunning plan. Yeah.
Yes, they're very sneaky. Very sneaky.
Are you the walk around the neighborhood guy, or are you handing out the candy in your neighborhood?
Oh no, we go around.
He's a walk guy.
Around.
Yeah, look at him. Great athlete.
Yeah, we go.
So who mans your front door?
You leave a bowl.
No.
Yes.
Never.
But that's what you do.
Yeah. We leave the candy out. Yeah.
It's terrible.
You trust. You got to trust.
The fugitive from the law comes and eats all your candy while the ATF is chasing him. All right.
True.
So here, as much as I would love to talk about anything other than Dan Orlovsky's thoughts, we're going to play them anyway. Here is Dan Orlovsky on the Pat McAfee Show talking about the Packers' offensive line.
This team cannot go to the Super Bowl with this offensive line play right now. They can't. They are getting physically beat one-on-one far too often. And I don't know if the quarterback play and decision-making is a little bit attached to that, because that usually is the case. But this offensive line has been suspect all year, and they've skated by with it. Unless it gets better, they're not going to go be who they should be from a team goal perspective.
Now, I would like to get Brian Bulaga is who I go to for my insights about the offensive line. Another one of Tausch's former teammates, Mike Wilde, does a great job as well. Dan Orlovsky is not my go-to. I do think it's worth pointing out he has been an apostle, a disciple, an evangelist for Jordan Love. So you notice in there, you notice he pinned a little bit of whatever Jordan, who's had a great season, by the way.
And he loves Matt LaFleur, too, and almost took a coaching job with him, just for reference point.
Has the offensive line, in your expert opinion, been as bad as was just described by a former quarterback, Dan Orlovsky?
To hear him say all year is a little much. It's a little exaggerated in my opinion. To hear when you say physically beaten in one-on-one matchups all year, that's a little exaggerated. Now, I do think we saw a little bit of a stretch. Obviously, Cleveland with Myles Garrett, we saw some issues, right? There's no doubt about that. I think we saw against Carolina. Who's the name of that big D tackle?
Brown.
I mean, we struggled. We struggled against him. I mean, I'm just going to be just going to be brutally honest. Like, we struggled against him. I don't think we struggled that much, like, protecting the passer. Like I didn't, when you watch it, like, you didn't see, like, guys constantly getting beat one-on-one in pass protection, like, over and over and over and over again, where you're like, we can't even block these guys. Like, we're getting physically outmanned every snap. Like, that's not something I saw.
Or out-schemed, right? And it feel like you got out-schemed a little bit, or it didn't communicate some of the inside twisting and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, like, you saw guys, like, not passing off stunts and getting beat by simple TEs, right? Like that's what I saw. Like, I saw a bunch of guys being on different levels and passing off games. Like, that's not getting beat physically one-on-one, right? That's a different type of getting beat. So maybe to quarterbacks, that's getting physically beat, like, to the, physically, out. I don't even know what Dan said there, but, like, it's different for offensive linemen. But I will say this. There has been, as of late, a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Leakage.
Leakage in the run and pass. There has been a little bit too much of that. And if you want, like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's been all year, because that is a over-exaggeration. Like, that to me.
Yeah, nobody was saying that second half of the Pittsburgh game, FYI, either.
No.
So.
And no one said that against Detroit week 1. No one said that week 2. Like, so, like, we really have to, like that's just inaccurate. But recently, that has kind of been the case. So, like, if we're going to look back on the last few weeks, that's been the case. And for me, it's not as much the pass game. It's the run game. And Homer got on me last week, Jason, and if you remember, when Homer said, I don't care about the run game. I'm like, well, what do you mean you don't care about the run game? Like, we don't need to run the ball. He's like, I don't care if we did what we did against Pittsburgh. I go, well, what do you mean? Because there's going to be times where we can't do what we did against Pittsburgh. Like, just throw the ball for 350 yards for 4 touchdowns every game. We can't do that every time. And here we go. And it just happened, right? So, like, that's what I'm kind of saying, is that we've seen that trend with the run game in the last few weeks, where we're not moving guys off the ball. We're getting too much penetration at the line of scrimmage. We're not able to climb to the second level. And I think maybe that's what Dan needs to be a little bit more specific on if he's talking about the run game. Do I think that the pass blocking is affecting Jordan's decision-making? I don't think so. Jordan threw that ball downfield with no pressure.
No, predetermined and just made the throw. Yep.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know why Dan would say that. Like, that's kind of like that's throwing a shot at the
I think Jason is saying he's a shill for Jordan. That's what you're saying, Jason, without saying it, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted.
You referenced it. You did it for a reason.
You augmented the context as well. I was told that we wanted to play this audio, and I wanted to make sure everyone got a full picture.
Sure.
And that we trust Brian's assessment of offensive line play.
Brian watches and breaks down this line a lot more, and Dan does the work. That's why I respect what he does. He does the work.
And he's got 32 teams to think about.
Yes.
Blue, we've been talking, and there's a lot of fans that are asking, and there was talk of Elton Jenkins maybe even getting traded, which I thought was absurd, but there were rumors that Tampa called and asked. I think Elton Jenkins' last year is going to be in Green Bay I think this is it. I don't know if you agree with that or not. How have you assessed his play? Because some of that leakage, in fairness, and he is the captain of that group, he's making the calls. He's saying, we got to pass this off, declaring stuff. Give us your assessment of his play, especially after last week's game.
Yeah, so this is kind of the whole, like, I don't want to say the issue with moving guys from one position to, like, you move a guy from one guard to the other guard position, especially a guy like him, and he's able to adjust, and he can do that. But when you move guys from one position to the other that have done it in the past, but it hasn't been a full-time job, and now you make it permanent, there is going to be an adjustment period, and I said it from the jump, and I said it because like, I know the position, you know the position, and you know the guys that have played the position. We've played with guys that were really good at it. It's going to take them more than like 5 or 6 games to get a hold of it. Like, it's going to. And his season so far at the position has been up and down. It just has been. It's been up and down. And it is a position that it's a very unique skill set. There's a lot of small details that you have to be really good at from a technique standpoint to be good at it, right? Just to block as a center, and there's a lot of little ins and outs and tricks of the trade that you learn as just taking reps, right? There's just little things that you learn. But then from being able to process all the information as it's happening on the fly and making IDs and adjusting on the fly as the defense is moving and tracking things, and you're seeing free runners come through potentially. Maybe that's on, like, again, we're talking about free runners coming through. We don't exactly know the play. We don't exactly know the ID. So I hate to sit here and say that's on Elton or that's on whoever. Like, I'm not going to say that because I don't know exactly. Maybe we could all look at a mic point, or we can look at whoever, whatever it may be. I don't know, because we don't really. I don't know the exact player. I don't know the call. It could be It could be someone else. It could be someone else's assignment. I have no idea. But with that, when you're trying to process all this information at once, right, as the center, and you're trying to think of the snap count, and then you're trying to and then the guy next to you is asking you, hey, Ellen, what was the call again? What was the call again? And then you're repeating it to him. And then Jordan starts asking you a question, then you're answering him, then the snap count's coming, and then that linebacker's moving, and then you're snapping the ball, and then he's hitting it downhill, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then also that 3 tech is slanting to you, and then there's a lot happening at once. And that takes time as a new center to figure that out and adjust your thinking and everything to that. And that happens, as you know, Tausch, in like half a second. Like that, all those things happen, and you have to be ready to adjust. And like, again, we look back at how this all kind of started. This all started in OTAs, right? Like, he wasn't there, right? He didn't take any of these.
Yep. Wanted some new guarantees.
He didn't take any of these reps, and then he was he was at training camp, but he was hurt, right? And then he missed all that. I don't know how many. What was it, Jason? Like a week and some change, or whatever it was. I don't even know. Missed that time, and so all these reps are missed where he could be getting these reps under his belt.
Hey,
and
Brian,
then you just go into the season.
Quick question for you. Was it a mistake to move him? He was an all-pro type left guard. You knew what you had. He wanted, in fairness, we all knew he wanted to move to center. We had pretty good sourcing on that 2 years ago. But he was so good there. He played center, but always kind of as a fill-in. And with all of the things you said, do you think you think Goody miscalculated? Because the Aaron Banks signing so far, it has not been what they had hoped. Doesn't mean it can't be the back end of this season, but he's been injured. It just hasn't been able to be consistent. Did Goody and the staff make a mistake by moving Elton Jenkins to center and not addressing that position with someone else?
Well, I'll put it this way: it has. I can't say that it's been just like the Aaron Banks signing. I can't say it's been like a mistake yet, right? Like you can't say that yet because there's still time for this thing to come good, right? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there is time for it to come good, right? There's still a lot of ball left to be played, but you do look at it hindsight, right, and say what would it have costed to retain, say, Myers, seeing what he
less
did
than
get,
$2 million.
Yeah, to retain him.
Should have got him back from the Jets. They were trading everybody yesterday.
That wasn't the craziest thought we had yesterday.
No.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so and then just keep everything kind of the same, right? And leave guys in their
Blue. Which O-line was better? If you look
spots.
at last year compared to now, and you're halfway through the season, which O-line was better?
last year's line.
Yeah, I agree.
Played better.
I agree.
Last year's line played better.
Yeah.
How much of this? So you've got the other part of this, and then I have a note from my guy Seth Wilde, who handles Rob Domofsky's bold predictions now. He's the analytics guy.
What a
at
thing
ESPN.
to have on your card. You're Rob's assistant bold director.
I want to share what he sent me because I had asked him. So I want to get to that quickly, though, first. Brian, you've been on offensive lines where you guys had to do a bunch of juggling, right? Where you played next to different guards almost each week, etc. Elton, in addition to playing a new position, sometimes Banks is there, sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's got Sean Ryan on one side and he's got J-Mo on the other. Other times, Aaron Banks is in there and they're rotating the other guys. That feels like that has exacerbated an already existing challenge for him. And I know it's his job, and I know he's got to come through because those are the expectations. You're out there, do your job. But it does feel like that specifically has been even more problematic because of the guard uncertainty from week to week, and now there's uncertainty again.
I mean, and that's kind of what I got at is, as he's going through his process at the line of scrimmage and he's making IDs and because it's like a process when you get up to the line of scrimmage, right? He gets over the ball, his hand goes on the ball, he makes an ID. Normally what happens is Jordan will come up, whether he's in gun, whether he's under, Jordan will say, where are we going? Elton will then re-identify it so Jordan will hear. And then if Jordan wants to make another check, Jordan will make another check, Elton will repoint it, and then they're off. Most of the time, though, because we're offensive linemen and we're neurotic, we will all then, because that's how we are, we will then double confirm that all down the line. And then it gets repassed down the line.
Triple
again.
stamp, yep.
Yes. So that's what Elton most likely with these guys next to him that are, guys are getting rotated in. Then it's getting reconfirmed again. And with a new center that is also then trying to make sure he's on point with everything, is now triple confirming it again, and Jordan's wanting the football. And now the defense is starting to move after a point has been made, and the defense is now adjusting to a point, right? And they're gonna move, they're gonna play. They're not gonna stand still like statues. And we're seeing guys run through and be, clean runners coming through. It's a point where it could be different guys next to him. It could be that there's a bunch of communication going on and a lot of talk and maybe not a lot of understanding. You know what I mean? There's a lot of talking going on and no one really knows what's being said. And that could be an issue as well.
All right, I want to blow your mind before we ship you out of here. Okay. So, do we all agree, the three of us on the current panel, agree that the Packers should have kicked the field goal on 4th and 8 from the 13-yard line, having already lost Tucker Kraft? They are down
with 11 minutes left.
13-7 with 11 minutes left. We all agree the Packers should have kicked the field goal there. Yes?
I'm guessing Seth Wilde doesn't, but I 100% do.
Okay.
Yes.
So, again, I am not an analytics aficionado, but according to the analytics for that, the Packers' likelihood of winning percentage with a field goal is 28.7%. Going for it is 30.2%. So by 1.5%, the right call, according to the analytics, is to go for it. And that's what Matt LaFleur did. What does that say to
Analytics
each
doesn't
of
have
you?
to convert a 4th and 8. Analytics just crunches a bunch of numbers. So there is a place. I don't want to act
I was
like,
shocked by that.
I don't want to. You shouldn't be. They're always going to push going to get 7 points instead of 3. That's what this is.
Yeah.
If it's 4th and 2, I agree. But first off, who are you playing against? Do they take that into account? Do they take into account that Bryce Young threw for 100 blanking yards and that we were going to get the ball back twice and have opportunities to go score different opportunities? It's different if you're playing the 2000 Rams. You're playing the blanking Carolina Panthers that scored 16 points. So, no. That analytics, stuff it in a blanking locker and shut it because it's dumb.
So, does that analytics tell you, like, if you don't make it, you still have a 30-something% chance of winning the game?
That is not a piece of information that is included, and thanks again to Seth for passing it along. But this is how they decided.
I'm just wondering.
It's a great question.
It's like if you don't get it, what is the chance? Like what does the analytics say about winning the game? Like what does that go to? Because it went to 0 at that point.
They tied the game shortly thereafter.
No, they would have been ahead by 3 if they kicked the field goal.
Or if McManus had made the one field goal he missed. All right, Brian, we've kept you a very long time once again, but we're always smarter because of it. Good luck trying to get good luck getting that candy back out of the kids' bedrooms, please.
Oh gosh! All right, guys, take care.
That is the great Brian Bulaga. He makes us smarter every Wednesday. We always appreciate the time we get from him, and we always appreciate the support of Gruber Offices. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. We talked last Friday for our Feel Good Friday about what they did with the Special Olympics and the Bucks and Bobby Portis. Always involved in our communities and always there, one call away if you have been injured in an accident. So hopefully you never make the call, but if you have to, make it. 414-276-6666. Gruber Offices, one call. That's all. The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts right on time in 2 minutes. So stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This holiday season, celebrate where Milwaukee comes together. 3rd Street Market Hall. Whether you're planning a private party, a semi-private gathering, or a festive social night out, we've got the space, the flavor, and the fun to make it unforgettable. With incredible local food vendors, craft cocktails, and built-in entertainment like shuffleboard, games, and more, your group will have a holiday party they'll talk about all year long. Visit thirdstreetmarkethall.com for more information on booking your event.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. Thanks, as always, to Brian Bulaga. We're going to get to the unsportsmanlike hot mess list that Tausch and Evan Cohen talked about coming up.
Yeah.
I want to touch on this and then have you tell us about Prize Picks. I read those Seth Wilde, who again is the guru of ESPN analytics. Look, I don't pretend to be an expert in that at all. I don't understand it. I don't understand how detailed they are in the information. We were learning about how to use ChatGPT recently, and someone compared it to training a dog, that you have to make sure you put in the right information to have it be effective. And we teased Jesse on Monday. There's a bunch of stuff from ChatGPT that I never said, right? I don't pretend to understand that. I don't pretend to understand analytics. But I'm curious if Tucker Kraft's injury and the fact that he's not among the players available for that 4th and 8 play is in that analytics resolution or projection. I don't think it is. I don't think it takes in all those other variables. But I'm just telling you that according to them, which Matt LaFleur doesn't really follow analytics to begin with. He asked after the fact.
Gut guy. He's a gut guy.
Right. He could work for $565.
No, he can't afford him.
He'd want you to pay.
No, we can't afford him.
So my point is that I don't know. I'm not a believer in analytics. I think it's another piece of information that you can use to make decisions. But if I don't have Tucker Kraft on 4th and 8 from the 13-yard line, and I've got 11 minutes left on the clock, I totally understand why most of us, myself included, would have kicked the field goal there. Matt LaFleur felt like possessions were at a premium. He felt like he had to go for it. He did not succeed. But to your point, Tausch, I don't know enough about analytics to be able to say, okay, does Tucker Kraft's absence get factored into those numbers? Because I feel a lot better about them getting a 4th and 8 if he's on the field as opposed to he's just been carted to the locker room.
Well, and the same thing if it's 4th and 1 and you have Jalen Carter and the other big dude from Georgia that's coming into town this weekend. Like, it's a heck of a lot easier to get it against guys that are more pedestrian than those guys. There's all these other factors that go into a game, and so I think there's a big place for analytics. I think there's been a lot of things going for it on 4th down. Moore has made, I think, teams better. I think it's helped Dan Campbell build his team in Detroit by doing that. I used to be a big believer in you have to get this game down to a 1-score game. If you're down 9, you kick the extra point and get down 8. I've swayed on that now. I don't mind going for it. I think when you're up 7, I don't mind if you go for 2 to try to daggerize people. Like, there's some things that I have. I'm a stubborn dude. But I am also, if you give me good information, I'm open to hearing it and adopting it. And so I don't want to act like I'm one of these old farts telling you, oh, the analytics are for nerds and all this. Because analytics are important. But there are certain times that they're just wrong. This is one of those times. And, oh, you can play the results. No. In real time and back time and hindsight time, all of it, it was just the wrong move. And I don't care if Seth Wilde and ESPN tell you it wasn't, because it was. And you can 1%. They're always going to say, because you know something in life, you're always going to be better off being aggressive.
Fortune favors the bold.
There you go. Unless you're one of those crypto cats that did that and you lost all your money. All right?
Making a comeback.
So, well, it's actually dropped a bunch. But I digress. They're always going to favor being aggressive. If you're playing poker, if you're aggressive, you can get people out. If you're playing football and you accomplish it, it's awesome. But it also sometimes, I swear coaches are using this as a crutch. Well, analytics told me I had to go for it. What am I paying you for then? You need to understand flow of game and what we need, too.
I agree.
If you want Seth Wilde, hire Seth Wilde for a couple $100,000, take the rest of the money and donate it. You're out there because you know your team, you know the other team, you know the odds of how you're going to, if you're going to be effective. And if Matt LaFleur had to do it again, he'd kick the blanking field goal and they'd have won the game. But he didn't. And that's on him, not on Seth Wilde.
I don't know if you took Brandon McManus more or less field goals, but had he kicked the field goal there, you definitely would have gotten more.
Well, you'd had to go less with everything Milwaukee Bucks last night, am I right? That was... You go more on any Toronto Raptor, you're probably in pretty good shape. And Prize Picks is the best way to cash in this sports season, whether it's football, basketball, or both. Prize Picks makes every game more exciting. I've been playing Prize Picks for a while. It's fun and it's simple. Take your sports opinions. Who's going to have a big night? Who's not? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds, and you can turn that take into some real cash. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players. Get them right. Cash in. And now Prize Picks has stacks. Pick the same player up to 3 times in one lineup. You want more on Giannis, his points and rebounds and assists? Well, stack them. You can only do that on Prize Picks. Plus, you can follow other players, copy their lineups. You see Jesse just killing it. You see other people just killing it. Say, let's ride that wave. Analytics tells me 48% of the time they're going to be right. Let's do it. And you also get injury reboots. Deposits are fast, easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code WI, and you get $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Again, that is code WI for Prize Picks. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. Is Evan Cohen right that the Packers are a, quote, hot mess? We'll talk about that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Named by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all. On the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house. Only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
You know what goes great with the delicious taste of victory? The superior taste of a Michelob Ultra. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Join me, Will Summers, in the ESPN Milwaukee Street Team this Friday at Bullwinkle's in Brookfield as the Bucks take on Chicago at 7 p.m. We'll have prizes, ice-cold Michelob Ultra, and a chance for you to win a pair of Ultra Club Bucks Suite tickets for a game later this season. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee, Club Paragon in Greenfield, and Deer Camp in Milwaukee.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC?
Dick & Trauth Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trauth offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrauth.com. Dick & Trauth Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrauth.com.
Is your business ready to take the next step? At Fifth Third Commercial Bank Wisconsin, our team of local experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value add work so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tausch here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you can get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and 0-interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Is pudding predictable?
Yeah, it's got a good consistency. You know, if you do what you're going to do, it's going to be very consistent. Yes.
You do what you're going to do.
Not a big fan of the skin on top of a good pudding, though.
Okay. Here is what Evan Cohen had to say.
I don't think pudding's predictable at all.
How do you figure?
Because you can really screw it up if you're making it yourself.
You put a little too much milk in it.
You can screw anything up if you don't do it.
You let it sit in the fridge without touching it for like 24 hours, and it gets a little like watery and runny. You gotta like.
Yeah.
Where did that saying come from then?
Yeah, I don't. It came from you.
No, I promise you, I didn't invent predictable
as pudding.
I didn't invent it. Put it in ChatGPT. See where it came from. So, anyways,
as predictable as.
Oh, go ahead.
When I type it in, apparently it's in a film called Last Christmas, maybe. All right. I'd like to hear what Evan Cohen said, predictably, about the Packers being a hot mess.
So is pudding predictable or not?
I'm going to keep looking into this.
Okay.
I think you've made this up. I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I have never heard it before now.
No way have you never heard predictable as pudding.
I have heard it before. You know who I heard it from? You. I think you've used that line before. Here's Evan Cohen.
After they lost to the Cleveland Browns earlier this season, our buddy, ESPN Wisconsin, former Packer and Badger, Mark Tauscher, he said, and I thought, there's interesting what he's saying. He's like, maybe this is a good thing for them. You get that bad loss out of the way. Everyone was hyping you on unsportsmanlike. They go to the Thursday night football game against the Commanders. They're on the air on Friday morning, and we are hyping that team like crazy. You need a little reset, and that gave them the reset. But I thought it was over. And I understand the Carolina Panthers have a winning record, but do you realize what's happened over the last now few days? They lost to the Panthers. Tucker Kraft, who's their number one weapon, is out for the season, and their next game is against the Philadelphia Eagles. Game on ESPN, Monday Night Football, of course. I'm sorry. For this week and this week only, at 5-2-1, I had no choice but to put the Green Bay Packers on the list.
Feels a little engagement farming to me from him. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because so I looked at his list, and Cincinnati's by far number one this week because I'm telling you what a disastrous mess that place is, and it's going to get worse. The Washington Commanders put their quarterback out there who's been injured all year. Blows his
Down
elbow
30.
out. Their season's donezo.
Yeah, not good, Bob.
And he ain't even on the list. They got the G&G who still leads their division. Had a crappy game, no doubt about it. And they're putting him fifth. Like, come on now. I get it. Packers drive eyeballs. I understand all that and eardrums. But come on now. Like, if you want to put him sixth, I can maybe get along with that. But come on now. Come on now.
Yeah. So, we have a theory, Jon Snow and I, in the ESPN Madison YouTube comments. Are you conflating multiple sayings because this was what I was going to ask you. Are you sure you're not thinking of the proof is in the pudding?
I'm not sure of anything.
That one I have heard several times.
You don't think predictable as pudding is a saying?
No.
As right as rain.
I've heard
Easy
that.
as
I've heard
pie.
that one.
What is right as rain? Who wants to be out in a rainstorm? Nobody.
Also, weathermen are wrong a lot about
they are.
rain. Yeah.
The percentage thing is a whole nother deal with analytics and foolishness, but I'm not going to get into that today.
Okay. Well, speaking of foolishness, it's time to talk to Uncle Homer. He's going to join us coming up. I wonder where he stands. He was very angry last night.
What's he mad about?
When I said that LaFleur didn't check the analytics about going for it versus kicking the field goal until after the fact, that he just went with his gut. He thought that was, as Homer often does, he thought that was a fireable offense, and it was galactically stupid. So we'll talk to him about that. We'll talk to him about a variety of things.
Just wait a second. If that's the case, Homer and I both agreed to kick the field goal, then he should have went for it, and he actually did it right.
Based on the analytics.
So then what is Homer mad about?
Well, I didn't have Seth's information when I talked to him.
Why don't you just ask him when he's on next?
We could, and we will. After I tell you about our friends at Lakeland Supply, Vince and the team there are phenomenal. It's been great to have them as a partner on Wilde and Tausch because they have core values just like we do. And it's an important piece to any successful business and a mildly successful radio show as well. Lakeland Supply is no different, displaying their core values in the industrial supply space for more than 40 years. Integrity, excellence, stewardship, partnership, and faith. They're ISO certified, a Future 50 winner. They're top rated in customer satisfaction, and they believe in giving back to the community. They're not one of those catalog companies either now. They work to be your packaging and supply expert, building plans around what you want. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. So set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Uncle Homer joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're living your life in pain, you need to take control of your health and look beyond just traditional medicine to get that done. Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I want to tell you about my friends at QC Kinetics. When I've gone to the Greenfield location, I have seen with my own eyes what QC Kinetics can do for you. QC Kinetics offers cellular treatments that at the micro level can cure that pain for the long term. Using QC Kinetics' natural healing tools, you can revitalize those joints and get back to living the life that you deserve to live. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. You'll be amazed, just like I was, to see all the tools in their toolkit to give you a pain-free life and get you living an active life once again. Do not wait any longer. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative cellular medicine, and it's something that you need to see to believe. Your pain pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of your free consultation with QC Kinetics. Give them a call today for that free consultation at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
At Grunberg Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another winning week. 4-0 sweeper on Sunday. Keys another profitable week at FatJackSports.com. Now we add college basketball. Go to FatJackSports.com. Sign up and start turning a profit betting the games. You get the plays sent to a personal portal. They're emailed to you. You get a recommended betting guide, and you will make money for less than about $100 a week. Get all the plays at FatJackSports.com and join us for what's going to be a winning fall. FatJackSports.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. You're making love.
You know what that music means. Back for his 36th season as the voice of Marquette men's basketball. Also, the best 46 minutes, excluding commercials, of your day, the Homer Hour. I'll be on there tonight with him. I was on there last night with him and John Anderson. I'll be on with him tomorrow night with Brian Bulaga. You can tune in across ESPN Wisconsin for that. And, of course, you can always find him on YouTube talking about the Lord on God Talk, My Faith with Homer and Pip. It is Steve the Homer True. Homer, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Last week we talked with Buzz Williams' daughter, who is now working for Young Life. It was fabulous. I think we'll have it up in a week or so.
Buzz is the coach at Maryland now? Maryland? Is that where he is? Buzz.
Yes,
Where's he at now? Maryland?
He'll be playing at Marquette in a couple weeks. Week from Saturday, I think.
Is he your favorite coach of all time at Marquette?
That you've done the play-by-play for?
No.
Who is?
Tom Crean?
Yeah. You bring in Dwayne Wade, it's top of the list forever.
How about the one you had the best relationship with?
It's Buzz.
The worst relationship with Tom Crean.
Oh, I know.
The best relationship was probably Kevin O'Neill because it was so bizarre.
He was kind of a surly guy, wasn't he?
He's nuts.
Oh,
and
nuts.
No wonder you guys got along.
Nuts. Yeah. But you always knew where you stood, to me, which is most important. As George Thompson told me the first day we met, Homer, they're all crazy. Always remember that. They're all crazy. And so that when they're crazy, all you ask is that, regardless of what they do, that it's 100% exactly the way they feel, and that was always true with Kevin O'Neill. He has. There are stories I simply can't use on the radio. And the best game coach was Mike Dean.
Not Bob Duquette?
I miss the Bob Duquette era, so I can't really speak to that.
Played the piano, from what I understand.
What?
He played the piano at his introductory press conference.
He played it very well. Much better than he coached. But I don't know if his problem was the players he had or the way he coached, because it's almost always the players. You can be a horrible coach, like what LaFleur did at the end of the game and you can still win if you have good players.
But Homer, so I have to ask you this because Jason said this going out. We had Johnny Wallers Jason Wallers just gave Jason Seth Walters.
Seth Walder
from ESPN Analytics just sent Jason a note that the right move for Matt LaFleur, according to Analytics, was to go for it. You got all upset last night, Jason said, because you thought Matt LaFleur didn't know. So it turns out you owe Matt LaFleur an apology because he actually listened to the analytical people.
Without knowing it.
He didn't. It doesn't matter that he did. He didn't use that. The only legitimate defense.
But he did what the analytics said.
Would be analytics. But if he didn't use analytics, then what he did was bad high school coaching.
But he ended up using the analytics, Homer, that you wanted him to use.
But he didn't know what they were.
But he ended up doing it.
You can't give credit for somebody making a decision because they did it equal to something when they didn't even use it.
But he ended up utilizing the data that he should.
He's not wrong.
Who's not wrong?
Homer, he's not wrong.
But he did what he was supposed to do according to analytics.
He didn't make his decision based on the analytics. It did not factor into his decision. He only found out later that the analytics would indicate that the decision he made was correct.
So I'd rather him lie to you and say, yeah, I used analytics.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying if Homer's going to argue that his criticism is that he didn't consult the analytics people until after the fact, he's not wrong to think that. And you know how much it pains me to defend him.
Yeah,
Look, and I also want to emphasize there's a difference, I believe, in analytics. AI, what you referred to, said that was stupid, that he should have kicked the field goal. So my emphasis would be on, I believe there are different analytics that needs to be looked at as well. And the premise, as you alluded to, that the analytics do not factor in the current situation of that game, I believe is also accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think over time, analytics will get even better. For example, we now have available throughout a game this stat as to who's likely to win the game, right? And it varies.
Win probability.
I don't believe that analytics uses that in terms of determining. I think it's based more on the statistics of all the games that have occurred at that point in the game as well. So my answer is analytics, I believe there's a difference within it. I don't know that the person that ESPN uses. So
I'm not my issue is I'm not comfortable because I don't understand it well enough to know whether or I don't. Like I was watching. If I could, can I finish?
All AI is stats.
Yeah, I don't. I believe me. Jesse can tell you how accurate AI is at this juncture. But I was watching the documentary. I was watching the documentary on Netflix about the 2004 Red Sox, and they used a graphic during some of those games in the documentary of win probability. Right when they blow the lead against the Yankees the previous year and everything else. Again. My issue with it is what we all agree on here. So let's talk about what we all agree on, which is
we agree.
The numbers do not also factor in. Like, for example, I am sure that the analytics would have told Mike McCarthy in 2015 after they score the game tying touchdown, or what can be the game-tying or game-winning touchdown, depending on what they do on the extra point, in Arizona after the back-to-back Hail Marys to your guy Jeff Janis. I'm sure the analytics say go for two, try to win the game, you're on the road. What it doesn't factor in is Jeff Janis is even hurt after that play. They have two wide receivers available, James Jones and Jared Abbrederis.
Throw a back shoulder
for
to Jones.
A 2-point.
Throw a back shoulder fade to James Jones.
I am telling you that Mike McCarthy was like, I don't like my options based on who I have available for the play.
But he likes the options of going to play in an extra overtime with him.
I think he was hoping that Janis would be okay. He had just banged his back, landing
hope in
on
one
the
hand,
touchdown.
blank in the other. Am I right?
My point is that to your point, We didn't. I don't believe that the analytics say you don't have Tucker Kraft available. Then what is the percentage of you winning if you go for the 4th and 8 versus kicking the field goal? Those are the types of subtleties that I have an issue with. That's
all right.
All I'm saying.
Okay, I think I'm good with analytics for now.
Point.
Okay.
What it would tell you is that if the analytics were like 80%, there's a certain number that's so high that even without Kraft, you would consider it.
Sure.
The analytics are very close, regardless of that additional information. It's impossible to defend his position. Impossible. The only thing was analytics, but he didn't even use it. So,
all right, I'm done with analytics. Can we put a bow on
you
that?
Can't be.
No, for this conversation, not in general. No, I think there's a value to it, but I'm saying I'm done. Like, you guys have bored me with this. If I'm being honest,
we have. You're right.
Okay.
We need to move on.
What was your how did you feel with nothing at the trade deadline yesterday?
Not at all surprised nor bothered.
Okay, we're good.
I would have considered a tight end, but I think they like. The key to Musgrave is only one thing. Can he stay healthy? If he stays healthy,
and
the loss will not be as great as people think, because you want to know what they have to do? Just copy the last drive of the last game. It needs to be emphasized that as bad as some of the plays were by Jordan Love, he did exactly what a Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers does. Stuck. 7 minutes left. We need a touchdown. Go down and get the touchdown. And they moved the ball very well.
They
in
did.
The process. Musgrave was a big part. That's all they got to do. Now that Kraft's gone. And yet the defense screwed up.
You're blaming that on the defense, huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Defense, yes. Gosh. They gave up a 20-yard run. The quarterback was horrible. And the hole was as big as Texas. How the hell does that
happen? It's a big hole.
I said last night, for the first time since he retired, they missed A.J. Hawk.
Wow, that's a lot coming from you.
That run would have been 5 yards. Old A.J. would have nailed him after a 5 or 6 yard game right there.
You're a jerk. That's not very nice.
What do you mean it's nice? It's
no,
true.
It's not nice. No, come on.
What do you mean?
That's jerk storish.
What?
You know, that's jerk storish.
Get analytics on the average gain on a run when A.J. Hawk made the tackle.
I can't take the word analytics anymore.
All right, fine. Sorry. Look up the stats. They were stats back then, not analytics.
All right, so with a little bit of time here, and Jesse brought this up in a break, and I tend to agree with Johnny from Oregon that just called in. He said everybody is so negative because we lost to the Panthers. And my point was, this is a Elizabeth Kugler deal. Like, we're going to go through, you're going to be mad, and then you're going to
Johnny in Oregon and Elizabeth Kugler.
You're going through all this stuff. And the bottom line is, yeah, you lost a home game against an average team. But let's not act as if the world has fallen on the G&G and that this season is donezo because we lost one blanket game to Carolina. There's still, you just brought it up, and that reminded me of bringing this to you. It went down and scored a tutter. Now, are they consistent enough? Absolutely not. But we've seen enough to know that this is a good football team. We just haven't seen it consistently enough. Is everybody being too blank and negative about the G&G right now?
No, because it's not the loss. It's the loss and the loss of your best offensive player. That's why. And are you correct that it's not as bad as thought? Yes, they'll get a chance to do something the rest of the season because they've shown us enough very good things. But it's really tough.
Yeah.
To lose the game and lose him.
I agree with that. And the Tucker Kraft replacement, it's going to be, if they can't figure that out, I will say we haven't been negative enough. But
no, they'll figure it out. Musgrave is a nice.
They're going to have to. We don't know if they'll figure it out. We'll have to see. I think they will. I hope they do.
We saw it the last drive of the game, sir.
Okay, sir.
That's all they have to copy.
Okay.
They pass the ball.
Yeah, copy it. Just throw it to Musgrave. Yep.
No. He's got to be a part of it. They pass the ball the majority of plays, which there's been a lot of stats about the need to do that.
Analytics say they should run it more.
When they got the 1st and goal inside the 10, they ran the ball 3 times in a row.
Yeah, not great.
They scored a touchdown doing that.
How critical?
Great.
Yeah, I don't know what Homer's talking about. How critical?
What do you mean? Hold on.
You weren't even listening. You're bored.
They have to have an offense that stresses the pass more than it's done. They've been very good at the pass, but they still have to run the ball in certain situations well. Like that time, once you got 1st and goal. Or if you get a lead, you have to be able to run the ball well to run the clock. So they do not need to focus on running the ball as much when the game starts. To score points, they're going to have to pass the ball more. I hope Bulaga's listening because he will disagree. But they have been
I believe
better
you told me
he already brought it up.
Nobody cares about the run game.
He brought it up, and we dismissed it. All right, Homer, how big do you think this is as big of a game on Monday, just for the psychology both of the fans and the team? If they go and Philly beats us up, there are going to be a lot of people jumping off this ship.
Yeah. So, I don't care. You played on the team. All you cared about was in the locker room.
Well, no, I'm asking about the team. I'm asking about the team.
Okay, I will defer to you, but there is concern to believe that they're fragile. However, they have enough talent that, no, this is not the end of the season if they get killed by the Eagles.
All right. So it's not even that big a deal. It's not even as big a game as the Pittsburgh game was.
Nice.
That's what analytics is done. That's what analytics told me.
You could just do it just like that.
Analytics. That's what it's all about.
Stats. Don't ever use the word analytics. Just say stats.
Data. I'm going to say data points, too. That's another fun buzzword.
Data
stats.
Points. And by the way, the loss to Carolina was historic because almost no teams at home as a 2-touchdown favorite lose. 89% win.
Is that analytics? Which analytics firm gave you that?
No,
time to go.
No, it's stats.
Yeah, Homer, I'll talk to you tonight. Thanks.
Bye.
That is Steve the Homer True. Tell us about Coors Lights.
I tell you what, I need a Coors Light after all that analytical talk. Analytics tell me I need to have a Coors Light when I need to chill. Whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying your experience during the game, or celebrating a big win Monday night after the Pack beat up on the Philadelphia Eagles, you need a moment to chill. Just crack open that Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filter, and cold package, because it is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
I missed the DJ horn and I hit the Barry Alvarez button by accident. Sorry.
I'm going to go boo in a bar with a Coors Light.
Go boo in a bar.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Love, Jacobs, McKinney, Golden, and now Micah Parsons? This year's gonna be fun. Now's the time to set a game plan for your Green Bay and Wisconsin pigskin parties. This is Marie from Discount Liquor. We are your football party beverage headquarters. Whether you need an ice-cold keg, a bottle of your favorite wine, a unique craft brew, or hard-to-find liquor, we have everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow in Maine in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
Wherever you're tailgating, we'll get you all set up with your favorite beverages. We're open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. See all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. From walk-in closets to entertainment centers, our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Thanks to Homer. Always thoroughly enjoy our time with him, even when people proclaim that they are bored with the conversation.
Well, we said the word analytics 35 times in a 3-minute period of time, Jay. Like, come on now. Like, come on now. You know what I mean?
Like to see what the analytics are and the amount of times analytics was said during that segment.
I mean, it was absurd, right?
It was
as thick as pudding.
The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is that we.
I think
moved
I
on
need to be more specific, because tapioca is a whole different animal with its texture and everything else. That's not as consistent.
No one thinks tapioca first when you say pudding.
No, it's chocolate.
You think like chocolate pudding or butterscotch. Yeah,
butterscotch is good. I think butterscotch is uber underrated. I do. Yep.
The analytics would say so.
Analytics would tell you it's going to be chocolate in a big way. And then vanilla is probably second. And then you got the mix. I think the mix is always fun, right? Is there a protein pudding?
We made like a homemade version.
Because yogurt has gotten into their especially Greek, they're firing up that protein. People look at it like, because yogurt's a nice fun dessert if you get it. So everybody wants to add protein to everything. That's the big thing. Is there a protein pudding?
There is, yes. There's a variety of flavors as well.
Okay.
They're not ice cream, though, so I can't tell you.
No, I'm not asking you to
brands
tell
they
me
are.
the brands, but just curious.
But yes, if you're interested, it looks to me like you can actually get a variety pack of banana, chocolate, vanilla, and peanut butter.
Is there 100 grand in there?
Pudding pack
That's
and
a different
100 grand.
variety pack. You know there's Kit Kats in there. You can take that to the bank. Are we doing take it to the bank right now?
No, we're doing UW Credit Union right now.
Well, for every stage of life, your pudding stage, your yogurt stage, whatever stage, UW Credit Union is here forever. You proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. I'll tell you what, we love their being banking local and their member first service. They're great perks like early payday. I love that T-shirt cannon too. Like, it is fun. I'm still irritated. I worked through some things. I wanted to get a T-shirt gun up in the booth, and I wanted to fire T-shirts up in that same break that they do the big cannon. Couldn't get it done. I think LePay's going to figure out a way to do it for basketball, and I'm going to be irritated about it, but I love the fact UW Credit Union, we're at the game, they're firing shirts out. People are excited about it because they're out in the community doing great stuff. And if you love Wisconsin like I do, you can't pay with anything else. Fandom will make you do crazy things, but this makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member today. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply. Why are you laughing?
You have some pull, I'm sure.
No.
Not in a football game. I don't think you can do it in a football game.
No, they said the angle is bad. They said it was bad angling.
Well, yeah.
Insurance concerns.
It's a T-shirt gun, people.
The thing is designed to throw it around the entire stadium.
No,
I'm
not taking the whole rotary deal. I'm talking about a baby gun where you shoot it beep, 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 beep. And if they need, I'll go out to that back balcony.
What are you shooting out with a baby gun?
Well, it's a...
Boxer shorts?
No,
you need
you
a smaller item.
They don't even have one of these. You'd have to get a custom-made baby gun for the T-shirt that you want to do.
I've had this discussion, and people love the idea. But the angles, angles from where we're sitting to watch the game don't work. And it's frustrating.
If you really wanted to do the UW Credit Union T-shirt cannon...
No. I don't want to do the cannon.
No, he wants his own baby gun from the booth.
So
yes,
if they said, come to a men's basketball game, come to a volleyball match, and do it, you would say, no thanks?
No, I already want to be there. I want to do it during the football games. Yes.
I can't believe you haven't figured out how to make this work yet, then.
Well, I could grab some T-shirts and just fire. I could go grab the Boo in a Bar T-shirts that we got and fire them at people. I don't think that's probably going to be viewed very highly from certain people, but that's the way
Alvarez might enjoy it.
I don't know if he would either.
Okay, the 11 o'clock hour will start without a baby T-shirt gun, and it will start...
This is the first time I brought this up to you guys, because this has been on my mind for a while.
It is, yeah.
I'm glad I'm sharing with you guys today.
I was bored, personally. We'll start the 11 o'clock hour in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, football fans, get ready for kickoff with homemade party must-haves this week at Sendik's. Start with delicious dips, guacamole, pico de gallo, potato chips, and popcorn. Score big with over 20 varieties of homemade sausage and gourmet burgers. Then, stop by Sendik's Deli for homemade salads, side dishes, and even pinza pizzas. All made from scratch every day. Sendik's, your trusted local grocer.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Hey y'all, it's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. Spent a lot of time pitching heat. Years later, the pain in my joints remind me of those days, but I'm not looking to sit still, and I definitely am not interested in going under the knife. That's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Not just for elite retired athletes. QC Kinetics gives everyday folks joint pain relief using regenerative treatments that work with your body to help repair joint damage.
No surgery, no long recovery, whether it's your knees, hips, shoulders, or back. My friends at QC Kinetics will help you get moving again so you can get back to doing the things you love.
QC Kinetics medical professionals will will look at your x-rays or MRI to determine if you're a good candidate.
I trusted QC Kinetics to help me feel like myself again, and I'm proud to recommend them to you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-667-5559. That's 414-667-5559. 414-667-5559.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 11 o'clock hour of the pudding edition and the T-shirt cannon edition of Wilde and Tausch continues. Jesse, you're going to get NFL power rankings in come hell or high water, right?
Well, I mean, it's my favorite thing that we do every week, no matter how much it annoys old
before
team.
we do that, though, I'm not getting into analytics. Jason, and I'm being serious, this guy called Jesse, I think I screwed his first name up.
Yeah, Tim in Oregon.
Tim.
I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I'm glad you
here.
clarified. Tim in Oregon. Oregon.
Tim in Oregon.
Every time I said Oregon, out in Oregon, I was thinking Oregon. So, but that's neither here nor there. He's basically said everybody on this station, and basically Packers media, correct me if I'm wrong, Jell, it's a negative operation towards the G&G right now.
He was specifically talking about ESPN Wisconsin's
I don't
shows,
feel like I've been negative. I feel like I've analyzed and then I have said, we're going to be aight. No, I don't know if we're still going to be Super Bowl aight.
What does aight mean?
If I may. How do you like getting if I may, since that's your go-to? You like that? How you like that, huh? Yeah, I don't know that loss. I need to see that the Green Bay Packers are going to be able to overcome that, and I don't know until I see it. I still believe this defense is going to lead it. I still believe that if you get a lead, Mike is going to shut it down. And I think I think the defense is going to start getting some turnovers, and you're going to see a little bounce. But you just lost to a pretty average team at home. It's really hard to be overly positive about that. Now it's Wednesday. I'm through. I'm done bargaining. I've accepted. I'm moving it on. I'm rossing it. And I'm accepting that. Now, this is a big boy game this weekend. No, there ain't going to be any trap game, any of that foolish talk. You're going to have a highly motivated football team playing at home against the defending world's champions. And if this game doesn't go well, you're going to hear a lot more negativity. But as far as my overall purview of this team, it dipped a little with the injury to Tuck in that loss, but I still believe they can win the division. I still believe they can. And I don't want to just sit here and be Johnny cheerleader on everything either. Like I don't know if Tim's thoughts are a lot of Packer fans' thoughts about how different shows on our station approach things. I feel like I've been pretty fair.
Okay, I'm bored with this soliloquy.
Boy, that really bothered you, didn't it?
It did. So, don't just.
I'm not saying a word. Not saying a word.
Yeah. Just sit there and eat your pudding. I can't speak for Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, or Homer, or KBN, or the damn sports show, or Jim, Matt, and Molly. If you were listening, and Tim, feel free to call. You have the number. The Carbless Talk and Text line, 844-770-3776.
It's not Monday. Just Monday.
The phone still works.
In fairness, he did call. He just talked off air with me.
Well, okay. But if you're going to levy this kind of an accusation.
I want you to boo on air, not at a bar.
Yeah. Look, Homer already said it. First of all, I think we have been actually comparatively more positive. But if they just lose to the Carolina Panthers and play like Garbanzo and Tucker Kraft is healthy as a horse afterward, there's no way the negativity is to this degree.
Agree.
Tim.
Yes, I agree.
I'm sorry, but they lost the guy that the previous week had 7 catches for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns, 131 yards after the catch. The guy who makes their offense go, along with Josh Jacobs, who has not made it go to the same degree as last year, and now he's done for the season. As much as I would like to be Merry Sunshine for you, Tim, if Tucker Kraft isn't hurt in this game, we are criticizing them for losing at home to a theoretically inferior opponent, although they both have the same number of wins now with 5. But the bottom line is the negativity comes from, what does losing Tucker Kraft mean for your Super Bowl chances? And to me, I think they still have enough talent, like Tausch is saying, to be in the playoffs. I don't think the bottom fell out here. But if the whole idea is to win a title and it's urgency and you traded for Micah Parsons and it's time for Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love to come through in a big-time playoff game, aside from the one game they won in Dallas, losing Tucker Kraft makes that infinitely harder. I'm sorry that that is being viewed as negative in both Oregon and in Oregon. But that's the reality. Can they still win a bunch of games? Yes. Could they win on Monday night? Yes. If I was a Packers fan, would I prefer that the Eagles were not coming off of a bye week and getting healthy? Yes.
And traded for 3 new players.
Would I prefer that this does not become a sound graph? Yes.
Well, of course
but
it wouldn't.
This is the reality. So come on, man.
Come on, Tim, is what you're saying. Come on, Tim.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how much more positive we can be when you lose Tucker Kraft. Don't get it. So
I will echo the Tucker Kraft part of it. That was the devastation, even more so than the loss on Sunday when that news initially broke. I think Rap Sheet broke it. That hurts. We don't know how you replace that. And they'll find different ways to move the football. But in an offense that has been very inconsistent, almost, for a big chunk of this season, that's a huge thing to overcome. And to say that it's not going to be, you might as well just be an ostrich and shove your face and that little beak of yours down in the sand, because it's not going to be what it's going to be. So now this is where Matt LaFleur earns his money. And you know what? Matt LaFleur, I think his best moment as the football coach at a G&G was in Tennessee. Was it either Tennessee or I think it was Tennessee last year, when he had to go on the road with a quarterback that was in his building 20 days, devised a scheme to go down and run the football like a dog. And they came out of there with 2 wins with Malik as their quarterback, and he wasn't even in the program. So Matt LaFleur, hey, baby, you're taking a lot of heat this week. You know what happens when players take a lot of heat? They usually bow up. Matt LaFleur, you've taken about as much shrapnel as I've heard since a tough postseason loss. This is about as much shrapnel. There are people saying he's not going to get a new deal. He's going to be gone. He's probably not hearing it, but somebody's telling him. This would be a heck of a week for Matt LaFleur to scheme up and get Musgrave 80 yards and Golden to have a big day, Jordan, and to just go crazy on offense and say, yeah, we missed Tucker, but you know what? We got the guys, and we got the scheme, and we got the coaches to make this thing go.
We got the touch. Yeah.
This week will be a great test for Matt LaFleur to see how he responds, because for the longest time, Matt LaFleur had no regular season adversity as a coach. He went 3 years with Nunca. Now, postseason's a different animal, but he went, and the postseason, you get the criticism, and then everybody goes away. Here, you take it, and you hear about it. You got you knuckleheads up there asking him all these questions. He does a postseason presser, and he's deuces, B. Now he's hearing it, and he's feeling it. how do you respond? Because you're going to ask your players to respond to adversity. I know that. Here's some adversity you have to respond to, and I'm excited to see how he does it.
All right, we need to play trivia, and we'll have to push Jesse's favorite pastime, NFL Power Rankings, Thursday now.
Jason, that was good stuff by you, man. A lot of people would say that's sound graphable.
Go ahead and sound. You can go ahead.
No, it was
knock
good.
Yourself out. No, it's fine. It was. I think.
Love when you get a little passion about you.
Yeah, we have been, I think, comparatively more positive, talking about they have a bunch of wide receivers. They have Luke Musgrave. I just think that it's reasonable. If I can't speak for the other shows, I don't know who Tim all listens to. I just think Tucker Kraft is he is special. He is a field tilting player.
He was the best.
And when
tight
you
end
lose
in
those
football.
guys,
all pro. He would have been an all pro.
It's really
this year.
hard.
Yep.
That's all.
I agree.
Before we ask for our callers for Wisconsin Geography Wednesday, Tausch needs to tell us about the Hard Rock Casino and how you too can go down there and play craps with Jesse.
Oh, Jelly and Coach A and Derek and Tark. They made that short 60-minute drive down to the Hard Rock Casino, Rockford, right off I-90. On the way down there, right down there. And you know what? I don't know if you guys went down, but you need to experience the high-limit play. You need to head into the high-limit room experience to deliver premium table games tailored for discerning players with enhanced game rules, including blackjack, where the dealer stands on a soft 17. Analytics will tell you that gives you a much better chance as a player. You'll also enjoy better odds, faster play, and the kind of authentic high-limit action that sets the Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart from the others. Your next hand, it could be your best. Your next roll, it could be your best. Your next sports book play, it could be your best. Visit the high-limit room at Hard Rock Casino Rockford and rediscover your game on your terms and with your edge.
And I can confirm the UU Noodle Bar is outstanding.
Delish.
Had you lost a little bit there, would you have booed at the UU Noodle Bar?
I wouldn't have booed the UU Noodle Bar, but I might have booed
the dice throwers. Right?
Coach or Derek gave me bad advice. Yeah, I would have considered it. Yeah.
Just a quick addendum to that rant. I would like to make sure I give a shout out to the wildly popular Mr. Irrelevant show. I left that off the rundown of all the various programs. I don't know how
Jesse's
negative.
post-game show on volleyball?
Yeah, how about the volleyball pre-match and post-match show? Yeah.
If you talked Packers on it, yeah.
We don't.
How negative were you on the post game on Friday night?
I will find a way to work the
You
Packers
should have
in
been
tonight.
negative on Friday night. That was there's a monster gap right now between Nebraska and us, like a big boy gap and a big girl gap.
We were disheartened. They bounced back nicely against Ohio State Sunday.
Ohio State stinks.
We were disheartened.
Ohio State stinks.
Wisconsin was competitive in the first set against Nebraska, and then things got away from them as the match went on.
Third one went downhill.
We are how far away from Nebraska right now?
Well, Nebraska's the only undefeated team in college.
No, they're great.
They are,
but Jesse,
really good.
We've been great. Now I think
I heard some stuff about how much the NIL money that's being funneled into Nebraska that might be a factor here from a few folks I was chatting
I think
with.
we're doing fine here. Like, are we really going to go that route in volleyball too? Is that where we're at?
I don't know, man. I'm not saying that they're.
What
I'm
are
not
you
saying they're
saying?
not spending.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that they've got some folks making some pretty good bank who aren't even playing for them right now. That they're not good enough to be on the floor,
Well, why don't
and
we
yet
go
they're
poach
still
them?
raking in
Let's
some.
go poach them.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. That's not an area that I have any expertise
When I heard
in.
on the broadcast that they're saying that their number 2 team would beat most of the Big Ten teams, that makes me irritated.
Well, they're well paid.
What would you like to do about it?
My biggest disappointment was that Sydney's favorite player did not get to play in set 3 when I thought things were starting to get away from him, Jada Chernelia.
Furebringer?
No, she's hurt, and I would say that that's factoring into the gap as well.
Yeah.
As their freshman setter, I think, is probably someone who will be a very good setter, but that's a tough spot for her to be put in.
Oh, I said, you know how we're working the Packers in tonight. Charlie Furbringer being out for maybe the rest of this season, very similar to Tucker Kraft being out for the Green Bay Packers.
Wouldn't she be the Jordan Love of the team, though?
Well,
yes,
yeah.
but Jordan Love is healthy. That's
not a good comp.
I mean, if you're saying your best player
Let's get to trivia.
Okay.
Let's play some trivia. I'm bored with this. Jesse, which callers would you like for Wisconsin Geography Wednesday?
Let's do callers number 5 and number 11, because it's November 5th, and that's my birthday.
Have your parents gone out of town?
No, not yet. They're coming up tomorrow. We covered this already.
I know, but that's a good story. All right, caller, what was it again?
It's the date, Jason. 5 and 11.
Okay, 5 and 11. May 11th is apparently your birthday. Caller 5 and caller 11 for Wilde and Tausch Trivia. Caller 5 and caller 11 on the Carbless Talk and Text line 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. We'll play trivia next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all, on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply as 11/30/2025. Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. At 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, it's a superior, smooth taste worth playing for. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Enjoy a Michelob Ultra at Lucky Clover, Milwaukee. Who's on 3rd, Milwaukee? New Berlin Ale House and Copper on King in Milwaukee. Please enjoy responsibly.
Kyle Brust-Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Tim call back?
If he did, he is not one of our contestants.
Okay. I was kind of hoping. Well, we'll have to play with the contestants we've got on Jesse's birthday. Time now for trivia.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch sub, bag of chips or regular fries, fountain drink, and a cookie. All for just $10. This deal is only available online or through the Cousins app.
Let's welcome in our contestants first. It is a first-time contestant.
Let's go.
Jesse, do you feel like you're like a step slow? You're a year older now on your button pushing? I feel like you're a little off your game.
I'm a move behind right now. We're working through some things back here. We're good.
Okay, well, let's welcome in our first-time contestant. It is Randy in Lodi, stuck in Lodi again. Randy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good. How you guys doing?
Great. Wish Jesse a happy birthday when you called?
No, I didn't. Happy birthday,
Okay, good.
Jesse.
No.
Thanks, Randy.
You did the right thing. Now you didn't. And then let's welcome in caller 11. It is Bill in New Berlin. Bill, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Did you wish Jesse a happy birthday?
I did not.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Don't stop right there. Okay, good
feels
job.
like we're kind of forcing people.
Bill. No, I'm trying to prevent I was congratulating them on not wishing him a happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Not very nice.
It is Wilde and Tausch Wisconsin Geography Wednesday Trivia. We begin in Lodi with Randy. Randy, question number 1 is this. Happy birthday, Jesse!
Oh, God. Who wrote these?
Up North Joe. In which Wisconsin city did our lackadaisical step-behind producer go to high school?
That's not what that says.
Did he go to high school in Muskego, Oak Creek, or Beaver Dam? He's such a bad producer.
I got to go with A, Muskego.
Jeez, you are correct.
Boys are harsh on you, Jell.
Only one person here is harsh on me. These questions were worded
differently. His
differently.
name is Ashton Rotman. All right, that is correct. Muskego is correct. Bill, your turn. Happy birthday, Jesse.
Oh, thanks.
This is why I asked. In which Wisconsin city does our self-centered producer currently live?
Doesn't say that either.
Does he live in Sun Prairie, Verona, or Crivets, since he spends more work days there than in the office?
I'm sorry to say that I just don't know this off the top of my head. I'm gonna say Sun Prairie.
They nailed it.
Well done. Good job. Okay,
We're having some musty mac and cheese tomorrow night, it sounds like, over at Gel's place.
Musty mac in the Instapot.
I think we have now completed the Jesse Nelson birthday portion of our trivia question.
I don't know about that.
That's all that I can see. But, the first 2 questions were altered, so you never know what's going to happen the rest of the way.
All right, question number 2, Randy, is this. A latitudinally. Which of these Wisconsin lakes is located farthest north? Farthest north. Is it Lake Delton, Lake Koshkonong, or Lake Winneconne?
I know it ain't Koshkonong. I'm going to go with Lake Winneconne.
Let's go!
Well done.
Well done indeed. All right, question 2, Bill. A longitudinally. Which of these Wisconsin lakes is located farthest west? Farthest west. Is it Lake Butamore, or as it is referred to in our car, Buddy Des Mortis, Okauchee Lake, or Lake Onalaska?
I'm going to guess Lake Onalaska.
Nailed it.
Western portion of the state, indeed. Well done. 2 for 2 for you as well,
Hey, guys.
Bill.
Hey, guys. Been a while. Perfect week.
Are we on a perfect week already?
Week is in play.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Randy, he just put the whammy on you, and he did it on purpose.
I know he did.
So
that's okay.
I'm here to wish you the absolute best of luck to overcome the birthday boy.
Scared money don't make money.
Question 3 is this for you. Door County Cherryland Airport is located in which of these Door County cities? Is it located in Sturgeon Bay, Carlsville, or Egg Harbor?
Wow. What was the
I'll give you the
again?
choices. I'll give you the choices again.
Tough one.
Sturgeon Bay, Carlsville, or Egg Harbor?
Well, I know Egg Harbor is in Door County, but I've been there and I don't recall an airport there. But let's go with Egg Harbor.
Wait, what?
Sturgeon Bay, right?
It's Sturgeon Bay.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't want to second guess you like Matt LaFleur here. I've been to Door County. I've been to Egg Harbor. I don't remember an airport there, so I'm going to say Egg Harbor.
Well, it's a small county, and I thought maybe a little puddle jumper airport, but my other guess is Sturgeon Bay.
I think it is still a small puddle jumper airport, but nevertheless, it is located in Sturgeon Bay. And I blame Jesse, Randy, so don't take it personally. All right, question 3 for you, Bill, is this. Which of these is not, emphasis on not, the name of a real community located in Door County? Okay, one of these is fictional. 2 of them are real. Is the fictional one Gills Rock, Fish Creek, or Muskie Bay?
Another bit of a guess here. I'm going to go with the first one, Gills.
Gills Rock is not fictional. And Fish Creek,
That's way up
Fish
there.
Creek.
Gills Rock is way
That's
up.
like right at the tippy top.
Right at the peninsula.
Muskie Bay is the one that Jesse made up. So just for those of you scoring at home, Jesse said we had a perfect week going. And then both of you got your final question wrong.
That is how that shook out, yes.
Yep.
Nevertheless, you both got 2 right, which means you got 3 of the possible 4
You think
entries.
if they wished Jesse a happy birthday, that he would have gotten all of them
I think
right?
we just found Door County was a bit of a blind spot for some of our
Seems that
contestants.
way, yeah.
Maybe we're going to have to do more Door County questions so everyone gets to know it
Because you'd like
more.
to see people get more wrong. That's how you work, yes. Randy,
Great
thanks
little
for
ice
playing.
cream stand right on the corner of when you're heading up north on the peninsula.
Like a blueberry pies there?
No, they got ice cream, though. I don't remember the name of it. But
You know, they're grandfathered in on the ice cream advertising, and they still didn't get any love. Randy, we appreciate you playing. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Great show. Love listening to you guys.
I love you guys.
Thank
we
you, Randy.
appreciate that, and we love Randy.
And thank you, Bill. We appreciate you as well, and I'm sorry that Gil's rack turned out to be incorrect. Thanks for playing, bud.
No, thanks, guys. Go Pack, go.
Did you say
that
Gil's
is,
rack?
Wilde and Tausch trivia.
He did not say that.
I thought he said Gil's rack.
He did not.
Okay.
That is Wilde and Tausch trivia presented by
By
Cousins.
Gil's rack.
I don't know why you think he would say that.
I don't know either. I heard they got a good airport up there.
Cherryland.
Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
It's time to hear more from the birthday boy. It's time for Wonellen.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning, I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama bought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
So every time it's someone's birthday, they send around this little note where you answer 5 questions and then they send it out to the team. And that's like...
I deleted that.
Yeah, you're part of your birthday celebration. Well, since you deleted it, here's what I'm going to do.
Would you like balloons?
No.
What would you like our team to do for you?
Pie.
Coffee.
You just want a coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay.
There's no way he just wants a coffee.
Well, why would he say that then? Jason, you say what you mean what you say.
He
Words
says
matter,
stuff just
somebody
to say
told me
stuff.
one time. Oh, okay. So you think Jesse's a liar. Fair enough.
Yep.
Whoa, Nelly! So I want to know, alternating back and forth, how you guys would answer these questions. Because I didn't really enjoy answering them, but if you have to, it's your
So you want
thing.
us to answer them? It's not our birthday.
Yep. Tausch, what's your ideal birthday meal?
Sushi.
Sushi?
Me too.
Oh,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
All right, one on the board. If your birthday had a signature cocktail, what would it be called?
Tauschatito.
Okay. What's in it?
It'd be a little jalapeno, a little cranberry. We'd mix it up, and obviously Tito's.
Tauschatito.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would be called the Orange Dream Bubbler.
Ah, nice. Love a good bubbler. What celebrity would you invite?
Are you going to answer and tell the people what it's
sure.
actually your birthday?
Well, the birthday meal, I said I'd go to my favorite spot in Sun Prairie that I go with Tier 1 Tyler and play trivia. So that's
cute.
That's my birthday meal. The birthday signature...
North and South?
The birthday signature cocktail I called the Hall Monitor, and it would be water. And that's pretty good. Thank you. What celebrity...
That's not funny.
Thank you. What celebrity would you invite to your birthday party?
Jesse Nelson.
Ooh.
You know who I said?
I would say I want to hang with Giannis.
Ah. It'd be fun to have at a birthday party.
I think so, too.
George Clooney.
Why?
I've been compared to him once or twice.
Oh, snap.
No. He seems like an interesting guy.
I said Barry Alvarez.
Gaboon bar.
Yeah, your birthday wish was
We basically
granted.
hung out for my birthday the other day, yeah. It's Tarek's birthday this week, too. So big birthday
His answers were lame.
If you could, I think the questions were lame. If you could teleport anywhere for your birthday, where would you go?
I want to go to a safari. So I'd want to be teleported because that's a long flight. So, it'd be great to go to California. But because of the length of flight, safari time for me.
Okay.
I would like to be teleported to England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Yeah. Text the word travel to 844-770-3776 for more information, or go to the website ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com, not to be confused with ESPN Milwaukee Teleportation.com.
I said I'd gather all my college friends and we'd teleport to our favorite Irish
Detroit.
pub, our favorite Irish pub in Peoria. Run it back at the old college stomping grounds.
So you're telling me you get the option of teleporting, which is an unbelievable thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you would take where you could take a 5-hour drive, you're going to teleport instead.
Yep, that's what he said.
Well, if it's just like, I misinterpret?
How do we feel about the answers now?
Did I misinterpret the question? Like, if it's just teleporting for your birthday, it's like it's not like you're going on an entire week-long trip.
Hey,
you're
don't
just
get all defensive about it. I think
popping in, popping out.
It is so absurd that somebody's going to teleport and they're going to say, I'd like to teleport over to Verona.
Peoria.
I want to head over to Verona. I don't want to deal with that Beltline traffic.
Well,
so
depending on the
just
time of day, it might work out pretty well, yeah.
All right. Hey, it's your life, dude.
What's one thing you're looking forward to in your next year around the sun is the last question.
I mean, you want me to just give you the corny, like,
no,
I just want to see my family grow up.
No, that's
because
boring.
that is what I'm looking for.
I'm bored by that.
I know you are. Why don't you go boo at a board?
Go boo at a bar. Boo at a board.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's bored. I should go boo at that board. Yeah.
I said the Milwaukee Brewers winning the 2026 World Series.
That'd be great. That'd be ideal.
I'm looking forward to my dog not barking during the radio.
Fair.
Whoa, Nelly!
Would it be weird if I said, boy, Jason, you got a great dog there. I'm going to clone that dog?
I was going to bring that up.
I knew you were.
But it wasn't one of the 5 birthday questions.
Nope,
would you clone your dog?
Tom Brady has shared that his dog is a clone of one of his previous dogs.
I'm not sure how many more years we're going to have on this earth. If I'm being honest. Like, I think do we have 100 years left from a civilization? Like, we're going down some crazy roads now. We're going down some crazy roads. I don't know if I want to get into this. I think I probably need to start my own pod on this if I really want to delve into it. And I kind of do. And I think I know the guy that I'm going to share it with. It's Big Cat. I think me and Big Cat could put together a heck of a pod.
Now, which one?
On civilization, either one. The Big Cat Chicago is a little more reach. Big Cat Milwaukee, we can make some hay.
Big Cat, and Old T. Just to get both the Big Cats on.
BCAT, we'd call it. Bacat.
While you're waiting for that podcast to debut, you can listen to the new season of Behind the Bucks on the Bucks podcast on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Locked In, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson, takes you inside the team's pursuit of a championship. Hear from the Bucks stars on how competition is building chemistry and fueling another run to win it all. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher. We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Well, no action at Tuesday's trade deadline in the NFL, but the Packers still in first place at the NFC North at 5-2-1 following last weekend's loss to the Carolina Panthers. As the Packers get ready to host the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football, head coach Matt LaFleur says there's still a lot of football left to be played.
The reality is we're 5-2-1 with 10 games remaining and everything right out in front of us. So that's the mindset, that's the approach, and that's what we're going to do.
Despite 2 bad losses so far this season, the Packers still 2.5-point favorites Monday night at Lambeau Field. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Homer here for Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale. This November, you'll save big with 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills and come with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Don't miss out on 50% off and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit windownation.com to get started.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
You're listening to Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
From the YouTube comments before we go, Jesse's answers, Jacob says we're making him the lamest person ever, so that's constructive. Jim,
what did I miss?
Wants us to
birthday answer.
Wants us to go back to the 4th and 8. Did LaFleur even mention the lack of execution and Dobbs probably was open at the 3-yard line, or was he just not throwing the offensive line under the bus? He did mention that they didn't block it up.
Yeah.
Which
pretty
is true.
Early pressure on that.
Yeah, that was one of the major problems.
What did analytics say about that, though?
Early
the
pressure
analytics
is
still
Chris's analytics tell me that there are some great ice cream places in Door County that aren't partners, but since they serve ice cream, he'd like to mention them. Not Licked Yet in Fish Creek. I've been there. We went there with Uncle Mully once upon a time. That place is great. And then Wilson's in Ephraim. is also good. So if you're headed up to Door County and Chris would like you to stop by and get some ice cream.
I wonder if we have to start getting rid of this exemption. I think we've been too liberal with it.
No.
I think we have been. I do.
What?
No, I think we have. I'm just being honest.
This is where you're going to end the show.
Why you're going to draw the line?
This is what you're going to do this?
Not licked
I don't
yet
want to.
is what put you over the edge.
Wilson's is what put me over the edge.
All right, we got to go. We'll do it again tomorrow. We started talking about how we helped someone through a difficult time in their life, and we ended with, we're giving away too much free advertising for ice cream.
This whole show is as predictable as pudding.
Happy birthday, Jesse. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you. With 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in on those you care about and to remind ourselves that we are not alone. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout.
Everybody
can't get enough of the Rich Eisen Show? You're in luck. You can find us everywhere. Watch us weekdays on Disney Plus from noon to 3 Eastern. Miss the show? We've got a podcast so you can listen anytime. But here's the best part. Our YouTube channel. Subscribe at youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show and you'll never miss a moment. Now, on with the show. This is the Rich Eisen Show.
The Jets? I haven't enjoyed a football season since 1969.
From the Rich Eisen Show studio in Los Angeles.
Jets are tearing it all down. Wow, they really are.
Earlier on the show, Pro Football Hall of Famer Kurt Warner. Coming up, Chargers safety Derwin James. Senior writer for the MMQB, Albert Breer. And now, it's Rich Eisen.
Hour number 2 of the Rich Eisen Show is on the air. 844-204-RICH. Number to dial. Have a chat with us, whether you're listening on ESPN Radio presented by Progressive Insurance or watching us on Disney Plus or watching us on the ESPN app. We always appreciate you taking the show in whenever you want, which is your right to listen to us on our podcast all 3 hours. We appreciate that. We also appreciate anybody who goes to our Disney Plus page and or the ESPN page and clicks on the 3-hour re-air of our show that sits there for you to stream anytime you want. We appreciate anybody who checks in our videos through our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show. As I mentioned, 844-204-RICH is the number to dial. About to give you my power rankings. And then Derwin James of the Chargers joins after that. But I do want to take the approach of yesterday's Sauce Gardner trade from the Colts side of things. And because obviously I've been very Jets-centric for a reason. Makes sense. I wish I kind of was able to grasp this, what I'm about to say, in real time yesterday, but it was just so much flying around yesterday. And Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated is going to talk about it in hour 3. But it hit me over the last 24 hours. The Sauce Gardner acquisition by the Indianapolis Colts in the short term says it all, obviously, right? We have a 7-2 team. We have the ability to get a kid right now who's 110 days removed from signing a 4-year contract extension. So we've got contractual control, the ability to plan all the way out, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why we're able to plan all the way out or even get him right now or even fit him in for at least the next couple of years is we have a quarterback that's not making a gajillion dollars a year. We're not paying our quarterback in the 50s. We're not paying our quarterback in the 40s.
Not yet.
Not yet, right? No, but you're able to do that. And you're able to basically look at your fan base and go, hey, we know around here that we've been looking to get back to the playoffs. And we've lost touch of what you used to be used to, and all of us used to be used to, which is winning our division. That's been Houston's purview, or Tennessee's when Vrabel was doing his thing there. And we know it's been a difficult watch over the last few years. I mean, Chris Ballard, name me a general manager who owns the bumps and bruises more than this guy, right? He'll just come out and say it. So they have an opportunity to get Sauce Gardner at this age with that amount of contract that you can plan out and do it right now. You do it. But 2 1s in the future is what you're coughing up. And what that shows me is sure looks like they think Daniel Jones is their guy. Like they've seen 9 games from him, and it's enough that this is their guy. That they've seen it, and they don't need to be holding these draft choices in their back pocket for the next one in the 2026 or 2027 draft. And, obviously you can get quarterbacks in second and third rounds. It's not like the first round selection is the only selection you can use on a quarterback. Sure. But it is obviously the best one you can do to find your next one. Although the last time they used one, this kid is now sitting out with a broken orbital bone, watching Daniel Jones essentially cement things. That's the way I'm looking at it. Obviously, they do have Anthony Richardson to eventually see if he's the guy, but I think they've made this decision and they've seen somebody like Jones